So we are not
so excited.
live streaming.
Not right now. Just because we don't have fucking time for that. We got to go to a fucking baseball game, dog.
What time is the game?
I think 7. All right. So let's go.
And it's Dollar Younglings.
You ready?
Yeah, just hit it. You don't even have to. We'll just fade
1,
into a conversation.
3.
Yeah, it'll just be on, and then.
And we're recording
Oh,
the
shit.
microphones.
Nice.
Welcome into episode number 9 of the New Old School podcast. I'm one of your co-hosts, Jonathan, or JP, or Hyper.
Whatever you want to call him.
Face. I'm
AKA
joined here.
Dick Face.
Joined here with Lurk City, and we actually have a guest this week for episode 9. So, Lurk.
We have one of my friends, Brandon Waters, on the show today. Yeah, it's our second time having a guest. Our first time with a hopefully somewhat legit setup. This is it was a nightmare setting this thing up. We're already an hour late, but yeah. So that's just more of the hectic bullshit that we had to deal with this week, as far as what this podcast goes.
Brandon, welcome on.
Oh shit! Hey, what's up, guys? How's it going? Thanks for having me.
We're good.
I'm stoked.
Yeah. So Brandon, I've known Brandon for a while. What would you consider yourself as, Brandon?
Well, what would I consider myself as?
Like, who are you?
Oh,
Who is Brandon Waters?
Whoa, like intro and then straight into the everything. I don't know. I guess I'm a fighter, and I am a Jaguars fan. Like,
He's a lover and a fighter, guys.
More so of a
for
fighter.
sure. Lover and a fighter for sure. Oh, what are you moving the shot glasses away for? Don't be
Just
scared.
out of the way right now. Just out of the way right now. But yeah, no. So you're the first guest we'll have on that is going to be on YouTube
Holla.
right away.
Shout out to you too.
We
You
just got
exist.
YouTube back. Thank
Tight.
you.
That's
So,
exciting.
Yeah, we have all
Thank
of
you.
our videos are up now, so you can go check out episode 1 through 8 on our YouTube channel.
What is that, channel?
It's gonna be a long channel name or a long channel link. That's just how that is. You can go to the website and see the.
You must copy paste that.
Yeah.
I can't.
We have to
copy
have
that
like
now.
X amount of subscribers first for us to get a custom link, and I don't foresee that happening for a short period of time.
Ooh, Yeah.
Roger Dodger.
But yeah, so anyway, episode 1 through 8 is definitely on there. You can go to our Facebook page, our Twitter page, or our website and get that link off there and check those out. But it's all this audio and video. It's this audio that we use on the podcast, not the Facebook style stuff that we were doing before.
On Twitter, it's at TNOS Podcast, right?
Yeah, our Twitter is at TNOS Podcast.
Okay.
And then listed on the live stream, or not live stream, sorry, listed on the video here, we have all of our tweeters.
Hi there.
All of our tweeters.
Well, hello there.
Well, I wanted to talk about something. We're still working through technical issues. And, you made a theme song. But where's it at?
We haven't really. I don't even know if that's the whole theme song yet. I have an idea of a
Alright.
theme song.
So it's still in the mix.
No,
Yeah.
but you have like a nearly finished version of it. While you're
I mean, it's like a minute long, and it's way too long for a theme song. But there are some decent ideas for a theme song within that minute.
Just take like a 10-second
Yeah.
clip out of that, and that's boom done.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
That
Dude.
shit's dope.
I know. We'll figure it out.
Spoiler alert.
We'll have
Shit's
one.
dope.
We'll have one.
I'm feeling it.
I'm working on it.
I wanted to play it, but
You can, if you want to play it over the microphone and the horrible sound quality, you're more than welcome to. But that's not gonna do it justice.
Do it a
No?
solid debut.
Alright.
Do it a solid debut. I feel like it
That's-
deserves it.
I agree.
Who knows?
How much time did you put on it?
Oh, like one night? I don't know. I just got stupid one night and was out here till 4:00. But who knows? This podcast may actually have that intro on it once this hits
shit.
iTunes and everything else. Yeah. So
That's the sound of me biting my nails.
yeah. So who knows? But
Tight.
yeah. So that's basically what's going on with the podcast. I've figured out how to shrink our file size, so we won't have to worry about uploading too much to our podcast account and then having to get more. So that's taken care of. We got our YouTube back. Fuck yeah, man, we're killing it.
What
man.
happened? Why did they take the YouTube? I remember it was like error fucking.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
That was so weird.
Yeah,
An error and no like error detail, just an error.
No,
occurred.
they,
Please try again.
they were like,
Refresh, bitch.
Yeah, they were like, it's spam or something. They classified it as spam or something. I don't know. I don't know.
In their defense, we're kind of
the algorithm.
We are trolling everybody.
Yeah, the algorithm
Fucking,
or whatever.
Speaking of algorithms, all right, so Instagram has figured my shit out. Like, their algorithms are perfect. It's like tattooed girls with big boobs, Muay Thai fighting, and then today there is some. You guys know I'm into fucking like cycling a lot. There is a handlebar setup for a single speed, probably like a Vixie style track bike, but the handlebars were nunchucks, so you could do a quick release, take it off, and you had nunchucks built in to your handlebar.
Is this like your feed that you're seeing?
No, it was. That's even worse because it was on Explore.
Oh,
I
is
had
that
it
what
on
the
the
algorithm
Explorer
was
mode.
for?
Yeah. So everything that you click,
I never do the Explorer.
Based on your double taps.
I never did the
it's
Explorer.
sort of based on your double taps. It's also based on the hashtags that you post.
Yeah, okay.
So if you post, hashtag music or hashtag tattoos like that, that will feed into your algorithm.
Yeah, I never do.
Nunchuck, handlebars.
I never do the Explorer. I don't use social media to the entire extent.
Oh, true.
Like we were talking about last time. I don't even DM at all.
I don't.
I
do
hashtag.
DMs.
I don't fuck on the DMs. I don't do the Explore tab on
Maybe
Instagram.
I'm just. I don't know. People don't DM me very often, if at all.
We're not girls. That's why.
Yeah. Oh man. Ooh.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
how it works.
I do
That's basically
not want
it.
to see the girls' DMs. Those poor girls. Girls, I'm sorry, guys. We're fucking
Get
animals.
dirty.
Some of us are dogs, and we
Yeah.
just want it. Like, some of us can't control ourselves. Some of us are gentlemen, and we won't be creeps in your DMs. But there are a lot of
I don't even know how to
fucked up
DM,
individuals
so-
out there, man. That's why you got to go to cringe, or cringe pics. Reddit are
Oh
cringe
yeah.
pics.
Oh yeah.
And it's just like, some physical this is like, it'll be the caption. It'll say like, my wife's physical trainer's direct messages, and it's just like, oh
Yeah,
no.
weird.
'Cause of course the wife is going to show the husband. It's just like, just the worst, like, creepy late night fucking
holler.
Ugh.
I'm thinking about you right now.
What am I doing?
What are you wearing?
What am I doing?
Ugh.
What am I doing to make me want to DM you? So yeah, that's cute. I thought it was gonna jack up your follow feed. That's what I thought it was gonna do. Are we
Oh,
talking
like
about the new
the
Instagram?
algorithm?
The new Instagram shit that happened?
Yeah, not that. I mean,
No, I'm not even messing with that.
Because the new
I'm just talking
Instagram
about how
stuff, like you had to
current
sign
Instagram
up for someone.
works.
Yeah, but you had to sign up for someone's like notifications.
oh, I didn't do any of that. I clicked none of those things.
Yeah, I didn't do any of that.
Because fuck that. Like,
I was worried about like how that would. Because how many followers do you
they're
have?
just trying to figure out like who you actually give a shit about. But if you don't give them anything, then it has to stay chronological.
Yeah.
But if you go and you click like allow notifications or whatever, then they know how closer to hone in on and what ads to sell you.
Right.
They're
Man,
fucking
how many? You got a couple. All right. He's got almost 3,000 followers. I almost got 600, so that's cool.
Holler, your TV went to or the computer went to sleep.
But hopefully.
No, I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Like whatever hashtags you double tap, whatever you like, whatever you're exploring more into is how they like feed it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And I'm a whore, so I click like on fucking if it's
Everything.
remotely interesting to me, like yeah, I fucking like it. I want to be able to go back through my likes
Double
someday
tap
and see like what I was interested in on this day 3 years ago. you know?
Everything.
I love that.
I don't. And I
A lot of times
I need
girls'
to push
titties.
the I need to push the likes out there more. I
Because
feel
who
really
doesn't
bad.
like girls' titties?
Girls.
Gay
No,
dudes.
even women.
Well, no, gay
No.
dudes like gay dudes
They
love.
love them. They love
Oh
them.
my god, they're so nice.
I think everybody
That was
loves.
a terrible gay dude.
Yeah.
Full gay.
You can't pull it off. Which is a good and
I'll
a bad.
take that.
Good and a bad thing, I guess.
No, I'll definitely take that.
So we all met, the three of us. I've known Brandon for quite some
Oh
time.
shit.
The three of us met at a show recently, and
Yes.
that's how JP and Brandon met. I've been going
Who
to
are the
hardcore
openers?
shows.
No, it was 68.
Yeah,
Okay.
68, which was also
They like spell out 68, right?
no.
No,
It's
no.
Josh Scroggins' band or Josh Scoggins' band.
It's just a number.
Then
We Are 68
We Are
is
68.
Josh from Chariot?
yeah, the
Okay.
original Norma Jean guy.
Fuck yeah.
It was his band, and I guess Norma Jean.
There was somebody else.
Yeah.
But those were the best.
Yeah, definitely.
Easily.
I don't remember. Oh, we got pulled over on the way in. We got pulled over on the way in.
Yeah.
And luckily, we were being responsible adults. Everything was
We were
fine.
not. We were not.
There was no pre-beers. We don't do that. We're responsible adults.
No, we were definitely drinking. In
However,
the car.
allegedly not.
Allegedly, we were
Definitely-
drinking in the car, and they were allegedly right between us in the seats.
Oh, there were so
and
many.
we pulled into the stop. We pulled into the parking lot, and we parked. And then in my van.
In your van.
A
Which, by
Foresight
the way-
dog right next to the PD.
Which, by the way, you already knew the status of my van for the last
Year and a
yeah,
half.
year and a
Oh,
half.
do you mean your registration was
Right,
expired?
right. So
You
I let that roll.
motherfucker.
I let it roll for as long as I could go.
For like 9 months.
Shit, it was over a year. It was almost 20 months at that
Riding
point.
dirty, no doubt.
Yeah.
That's
so
actual riding dirty.
yeah, literally,
Fucking
and
A.
I've done worse than that in that van too. But anyway, so we stop. We're in the car. We parked, and all of a sudden, Brandon's like, "There's a cop," and I was like, "What?" And I look in my rear view, my side mirror.
No, like 5 feet away. There's a cop.
yeah,
Right?
and he's like
He's
walking up,
already.
and I was like, "Oh
There's
fuck!"
a beer. Allegedly, there's a beer in Dave's lap.
Yeah.
This is not. This is the story that we're telling. It's not what actually happened. Allegedly, there was a beer in his lap, fucking open, half empty. Oh my god. No, that one's. I don't know if that one. I know this one's on ice still. Yeah, he's fucking walking up, and I'm like, fucking frantically trying to throw shit on top of allegedly open containers.
It was
Man.
there were some close calls, and like we weren't. I mean, he was. But he only gave us a warning or gave us a ticket for
He
the.
gave you a ticket?
Yeah, a ticket. That was it.
Which you paid on the last day, I'm
yeah,
pretty
probably.
sure.
Whatever.
Dick.
But all that's taken care of. We're good for 2 years now. Holla back. But
Blessed.
blessed. We're way up. Another one. Success. But
Oh my god, we missed like 2 of the opening bands because
no,
of that
we
shit.
didn't. We
yeah,
were
we
just getting
did.
crunk- Nah, it was like
I
we
was
literally
saying, like, I
parked.
don't remember.
No, we literally parked. We parked. He comes up to the window, and I'm like, "Oh fuck!" And he's like, "Yeah. This is this." And I was like, "Okay." And he gives me a ticket, and then he leaves. I was like, "Damn, that was kind of quick." It was kind of quick. And I was like, "All right." And I think we finished the beers once he left.
Because
Allegedly.
Like, why wouldn't you?
Right. And then I think there were tall boys too. It was something like redonkulous.
It was ignorant. It was dumb.
But then we go to the show, and they play, and there's a dickhead in the pit. And
Okay, elaborate on a dick. Okay, so we had a bucket list thing happen at the show.
not
That's
really
a bucket list. Everyone should have this on their bucket list. You should get hit in the face at some point.
I
in
mean,
your life.
okay.
You should get
To
punched in the
preface
face.
that, I've been hit in the face in the pit before many times.
That's
And
different.
yeah,
I mean,
that's totally
someone
different.
looking at you and like putting a crosshair on you and hitting you in the face. That
Do you
should
remember
happen
what
to
this
you
dude looked
at least
like?
once. Fuck no, I have no idea.
Okay, because we saw him
I
at
don't
the.
remember.
no idea. We had
He was at the Glassjaw show,
Oh, really?
or they claim he was. I didn't
Let's
think it was
Let's find
the
out
same
who he
guy.
is. I think we should have him as a guest on the show.
And I should hit him in the face
No. That guy's definitely been hit in the face for sure.
for sure. If he's walking around just cold clocking people,
You did
Maybe.
get sucker. Okay, so Dave got sucker punched, is what happened, and then he was just like, "What the fuck? Like, are you serious?" It got broken up immediately, right? Didn't it get broken up? Like,
I don't know. You wouldn't know. You weren't there. No one was there. I literally
No.
was by myself paying my tab.
I went to get a beer.
He walks by, and I'm like, "Yo, are we okay?" And then by the time I get that sentence out, his
Were you
fist.
actually talking to him when that happened?
Yeah, I literally I was like, "Yo, are we cool?" Like something like,
And then
"You want some more?" And he goes, "I was like, what?" Pong, and that was it.
he was wasted.
Oh, and
he
then,
was
like,
so
yeah.
drunk.
Rory
He was,
and
like,
everyone's grabbed him
sweaty,
out.
Like, I can barely stand drunk. Like,
Whatever. What a shithead.
no, I mean,
He was that guy in the pit though. That I mean, there's always those guys in the pit.
There's always one.
Yeah. So
Yeah, so whenever I met Brandon, I was like, yeah, this guy's, he's here for a good show. And then you like to dance
yeah.
in the pit?
When
I
I'm
was like,
wasted drunk,
I was
yeah.
like, this guy's getting involved.
I'll be fucking 16 years old all over again. I know how to fucking mosh, dude. Like that right around the time I got into martial arts was right around the time I started going to shows. So it was like same shit, like this different scene.
I'm using this move later.
Yeah, right.
yeah. That's how I met him though. That's how I originally met Brandon through shows back in the day.
Did we meet at was it Showbread and She Dies in December?
Yeah, I didn't want to say it was my band because my band. You had horrible
You
taste in
can
music.
check us out at myspace.com/x She Dies in December X.
You had horrible taste in music for some reason, so I wouldn't want to say we met. 'cause
I did not have horrible taste. All right, I did have horrible taste in music, but I also really liked metalcore covers of Britney Spears' "Toxic."
Yeah. So Brandon
I
was one of
remember
those
that
kids. Brandon was one of those kids back in the day that liked the band, and then he was always at shows, and
I just like MySpace mostly. I just want I want to be in more people's top 8. So I figured if I went to STID shows, I would get more people's top 8.
And because
it actually
was
backfired.
super popular, like who's in STID's top 8? No one gives a shit. No one gave a shit. That Matthew kid from Child McBride or
Oh my God.
Children McBride.
God, we used to listen to so much garbage back then. I used to, do you remember Lokiata?
Yeah.
Lokiata.
I remember North 24, Lokiata.
North 24. I remember that. That
there was
fun.
a bunch, yeah. Until the end.
Dude, I still listen to Kids Like Us, like all the
You
time.
wear the shirts all the time, yeah.
They
were
fucking
Tallahassee,
girl
though, right?
took my Kids Like Us shirt. You know how like a girl, maybe you're having a fling and she'll like borrow a t-shirt as something to sleep in, and you're like, yo, that's my shirt. Just so you know, like that's a shirt I actually give a shit about. They're like, hee hee hee, like, oh, of course I'll put it back. They fucking always. I've lost a Comeback Kids shirt, Kids Like Us shirt,
The Walk of Shame.
gym shorts, dog. So many gym shorts.
I'm just gonna borrow these. I'm not gonna wear my clothes from last night.
Basically what happens.
I've lost gym shorts and flip flops
How
and
dare they?
anything that's convenient for them to like make an escape.
All right, I hope I turned that off. I've been trying to turn the screensaver off. So,
All right.
Which
On the
one?
computer.
Oh, the thing. Yeah. Cool.
but yeah, so that's how we all met. And then I took him in the pit at Bonnaroo. Well, we got in the pit for Between the Buried and Me was at Bonnaroo last year.
Whoa. Did they?
The year before that was
when-
Animals as Leaders.
Hold
at
on,
Bonnaroo.
time out. When did their? I love them. When did their last album come out?
Between the Buried and Me. They had
They had a new one recently.
last year, I think. Yeah, they had like a Paradox or.
So was that before or after Bonnaroo? That's what I'm trying. I'm trying to figure out what albums they were probably playing a lot of.
They played their new shit.
Oh, word.
What the fuck was
Shot. Whatever Between the Buried and Me's
Coma.
Twitter is. I love
It
you
was good.
forever.
Yeah, I mean the newer album that they were playing at the time was really good. I liked it a lot. And then they came here and played again at Freebird before
They
they closed.
cover some crazy shit. They cover Queen Bicycle.
Well, they did a whole cover album, and the cover album for like a hardcore band or like you know a cover album for a band is usually like their style. They
Yeah.
did it like as is. This is Between the Buried and Me playing Queen like Queen.
As Queen,
Yeah.
yeah. Like,
It was
like
crazy.
paying homage to these bands.
Yeah.
Like,
So he's singing Queen Bicycle. Like that's the song they did. They also did like Kickstart My Heart, Hum,
they did do Kickstart My Heart.
like a
I
Metallica
forgot.
song. They did a bunch of other stuff too. Obviously they're like a progressive metal band, so.
Fuck, Kickstart My Heart. Was that on a video game? I think it was on a video
Kickstart My Heart. I don't know, in like Warrant or something.
game. Maybe just like Guitar Hero.
It's definitely Guitar
Or
Hero.
Rock Band.
It's one of
Is
those
it
for
Guitar
sure.
Hero?
Yeah, one of those for sure. I got like every fucking one of those, and
Guitar Hero?
I got a bunch of them. Yeah,
What's the one with Every Time I Die, The New Black?
3.
Was it Guitar Hero 3?
Yeah,
Oh, fuck. That was on PS2, I think.
You
Mhm.
know way too much. About
dude, that
Guitar
was
Hero.
my shit.
Dude,
Okay,
it was,
when I'm playing games, it's
it was
Call
DDR,
of Duty.
but more fun.
DDR was definitely like a dope arcade game when it came out, but yeah, it literally was Guitar Hero and Call of Duty are my two shits for playing
Yeah.
video games.
I
You
fuck
know
with
what,
Call of Duty,
I think I start off with
unfortunately.
Halo, Call of Duty.
Oh, Halo Forever.
Yeah. And then the new Gears of War is coming out.
See, you don't
By
say
the way.
it started
Yeah,
off with Halo, but how often have you played Halo since then?
I bought the new one. I'm not playing it a lot, but I bought the new one.
Right, so it's
Okay.
not Halo. You just like first-person shooters, and you played Halo once,
Right.
Oh,
once upon a
man.
time.
I played so
Like I
much
did.
Halo. Do you remember before there was live, before there was any kind of Xbox like
Yeah,
online?
the multiplayer game.
Xbox, there was XBC, Xbox Connect.
Yeah, we used to do that shit.
Yeah, so you could trick your computer or trick your Xbox into thinking that you're playing a LAN, but it was really going to a central server and pinging.
Oh,
off
no,
other
no,
people
no.
all across them. Oh.
Never did that. I did like connected my Xbox with another friend's Xbox,
No,
and we did 4-on-4 like from another room.
Yeah, no, that
So,
was
yeah.
intense.
We would do like LAN party.
You had to do it there had to be some kind of separator because like if you could talk to each other or if you could like not screen watch each other, then it was way better.
That's what I'm saying. If
Yeah,
we were,
that's-
that's why we had to go
so-
different rooms. We were doing side by side TVs.
I
It'd be
love
like,
doing 4 vs 4 on Xbox Connect because it was someone just in another state and you and your buddies like fucking trying to actually win.
Right, yeah.
Just fucking pubescent hormonal teenagers trying to win.
And that little handgun,
the pistol,
the pistol
yeah,
was
the
like
M9.
way too overpowered.
super overpowered.
Yeah. So you'd be running around Golden Gun.
Good old
One
golden.
shot.
Now
yeah.
I think it's a Needler. I
Yes.
think the Needler's way too overpowered.
No one fucking plays Halo. No one cares. No one plays fucking Halo.
I've
We
played
all
like
grown
6
up
months.
and we play Advanced Warfare, which is
I've
kind of
been
like
playing
Halo.
Ghosts. I don't have Advanced Warfare. I've been playing Ghosts.
Okay,
Ghost
Ghost
is okay.
That
was
was a
garbage.
bad one.
Yeah, Ghost was
Yes.
garbage. And trust me,
I'm tired of it. I'm super tired of it.
I'm not a big fan of it. I'm not a big fan of the
I
Ghost.
want Advanced Warfare. I'm just like I've been spending too much money on other shit. Like
Guy from the
bots.
other room has Black Ops 3 for both PlayStation and Xbox, so I rock both.
Should I
of them.
get Advanced or should I get Black Ops 3? If I had to get one,
Black Ops 3 for sure.
for sure.
For sure.
Okay, I'm gonna get it.
For sure, Black Ops is the better. I think it's the better series.
Originally, I think the first one was pretty good. Advanced.
First Black Ops. Oh, Advanced Warfare.
Right.
Well, this Black Ops
And then
is
they
kind of like
switched.
Advanced Warfare.
Can I
Yeah,
just say that
Switch.
this discussion about Halo and Call of Duty just made any female listeners' vagina turn like outside
Dry.
Okay, like I've tried to tell everybody before.
And
No
I've
girls
tried to
listen
tell everybody
anyway.
before. Yeah, and
Paper.
especially like if they're coming off of me being Lurk City or anything like that, 80% of my
They're like,
demographic
"Ah."
is guys. So we're used to
Abort,
it.
abort,
Yeah,
abort.
I'm at the Metro spinning house music. You know what I mean?
The Metro. Which
No,
one's the
I-
Metro?
Metro's a gay bar down in Riverside.
Oh, that's
Avondale.
right.
But it's a dope place to go. I'm not shitting on it by any means, and I'd love to play house music there.
No, I've had a couple good times there, man. They have some good shows there.
You know,
Don't
I
they
got.
do the drag shows, or is
Yeah.
that? I think I was there for New Year's last year.
Do
Actually,
you want to know a funny story about the first time I ever went there?
Bring it.
This is the story that I could tell you.
I can tell you mine afterwards.
Okay, I got tricked into going there on my 21st birthday. All my friends, basically,
Tricked.
yeah, all my friends were older than I was. I was the last one to turn 21. We had gay friends at the time, so it was no big deal. But we all went to this bar, and they're like, "Yo, we're gonna take you to this sweet bar you've never been to." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, cool." Obviously, I've never been to
It's a
any
secret
bars.
bar.
Yeah, and so we go all the way out there, and everything's fine. We're waiting in line, and at the time, I also went to DV8 and rave clubs, so it was.
It was not a far fetched.
Yeah, it wasn't far fetched that I'd be around a lot of gay people. So, you know, it was just the culture. And then we get inside. We're all dancing around, you know, like we're vibing. I'm getting a drink. And then, like, you just like, I'm looking around.
There is a realization.
Yeah. I'm looking around and I'm like, there are a lot of dudes. Like, a lot of dudes here.
Sausage.
And like really
fest.
well dressed, like or too primped,
But not even that.
very pretty
They're-
dudes.
They're drastically, they range drastically at the time. So, and then I was 21. I'm
super
32
young
now.
dudes,
Yeah,
and
so it's
super
like
old
t-
dudes.
super young gangster black dudes, right? And old creepy like priest looking
Oh, yeah.
white dudes,
That's when you know.
right? All dudes though, and
Other
then
than, like,
every one of
rainbow
them
neon
in between.
signs.
So I look around and I'm like, all right, obviously something's amiss. And then my friends tell me you can use the men's room or the women's room, and I'm like, what the fuck, man? Where the fuck are we at? And they tell me we're at the Metro, and I was like, what the fuck?
Whoa,
Yeah,
you were turning 21?
yeah. So they took me to the Metro,
Fuck, that's been around.
right? And
I didn't know.
And yeah, so I just proceeded to get drunk with them there. I mean, because we had gone with girls, so we had girls with us, but there weren't that many there either. And I met a couple, and I remember talking to this one girl on the dance floor. This is much later in the night when we were drinking, and I kept asking her, I was like, "You're a girl?" And she was like, "Yeah." And I like kept asking her because I was so worried of it.
Are you
know.
sure?
Yeah, yeah. Straight up.
Prove
So-
it.
Yeah.
Right
And this
now.
was like 10 years ago, before transgender was even like a giant thing.
Oh man, you know where transgender is a giant thing, in Bangkok, Thailand, and the ladyboy capital of the world.
That's okay. Yeah, let's talk about that. Okay, so Brandon is a. Do you fight MMA or do you fight a specific style of?
I
fighting?
haven't taken an MMA fight yet. I have 10 Muay Thai, like amateur Muay Thai fights.
But you also train in other martial arts, right?
Yeah, I love wrestling. I love jujitsu.
Do
I
you do
love
stand up?
judo, I love, but I just have special, like I've concentrated a lot on stand up, like on Muay Thai and on kickboxing and stuff like that.
I mean, not stand up. Striking? Do you strike?
Yes, I'm like that is what I like to do most is do striking.
Like boxing and stuff?
I love boxing. I love kickboxing.
Or do you?
Uh,
You better just shout out all your camps or gyms now.
Oh shit, yeah. Check out. So I'm sorry, I dropped my pen. Check out Jax Muay Thai. It's at JAX Muay Thai on Instagram. You can Google this, whatever. Jacksonville Muay Thai. It's on Beach in San Pablo. Killer fight team and some of the best coaching and that I know of. I mean, obviously I'm biased. It's my dude. But I have been to many
Might as well.
places and I've seen the coaching level. I've seen the trainer level. And like we're passionate about Muay Thai. Like we care about striking and we want to breed fighters. We have I mean, it's largely for fitness and for like the martial arts aspect. But there are a bunch of fighters there. There are a bunch of really sick fighters there.
I just had fucking deja vu.
Uh-oh.
Straight up. Just like this is the weirdest moment
Is there
right
a
now.
black cat and rewound?
No,
with
yeah.
Black cat.
Just that, even you saying that right
There
there
was
is
a
fucking
glitch.
super deja vu.
We just
Anyway,
glitched out. What's up?
yeah, the Matrix is
Lay it
glitched
on me.
hardcore. So go ahead and finish your story.
Fuck.
That just tripped me out.
At Jack's Muay Thai. Check out.
Whew.
Yeah, that's where I'm. Is it that dude? I can tell
That was
something like
serious.
changing your face.
That was straight serious. I was
Look
like,
at
that's
this,
some
like-
serious shit. I was like, I've heard this all before.
Whoa.
Yeah. Anyway,
So
Jack's
you
Muay
just
Thai-
experienced this again.
the Glittrix.
Oh, dude. They
Yeah.
just switched the battery that's like plugged into your back
Yeah,
or something.
I got switched over to a different server.
They,
You guys may get
they
it.
just completed a backup and they're
Right,
just
right,
like
right,
a
yeah. So
split.
now my cloud service is okay, and now I'm back to normal.
Okay, good.
We're all up to date.
As long as we're powering the fucking machines, I don't want
Yeah,
to
we're good.
disturb them.
We're good.
All right.
But seriously, though, this is all simulation.
So
All
back to the
bullshit
Muay Thai.
aside.
Back to the Muay Thai. Okay.
Muay
So
Thai,
you-
yeah.
How long have you been fighting? Because you weren't always fighting. Because
No.
when I met you, you were just a kid
Yeah.
going to hardcore shows. Then you eventually got into kind of like tricking. I remember watching your
yeah,
MySpace
yeah.
and Facebook. He'd be
Fuck
like
yeah.
running down the road, not parkour.
Not parkour, not free running, like martial arts tricking. It's
You-
like
What is
martial arts.
I'm
but
gonna do a triple
means-
axel front kick. And he
Imagine
would-
like a sandwich, and it's like fucking breakdancing meets gymnastics meets martial arts, and you put all that shit together, and you just do it on flat ground. You do crazy combos with like high flyings, like some like triple twisting techniques, double flipping techniques. Fucking like. Dude, tricking is the coolest shit ever. If you can, just Google Michael Guthrie tricking or Daniel Graham, Anis Shrufa, or if you watch the Tron movie, you can see Anis like he's a stunt double doing tricks in Tron. Like tricking is
basically-
what got me into martial arts.
It's kind of
yeah.
like, and this is no disrespect to any one of the sports, but it's kind of like standstill figure skating,
no,
right?
for
right?
sure.
Because you do
Yeah.
a bunch of kind of like
It's very
those moves,
similar.
but you're running on a ground,
Yeah.
and you're doing like a spin.
Yeah, take
fucking kick
like
or some shit.
like an ice. Actually, it's funny you fucking say that. There's a Gary IP. A lot of the new school like tricker kids don't know about Gary IP because he was like from like my class. You know what I mean? But he was like a martial arts dude that came from figure skating.
Oh,
like
wow.
he could twist fast as fuck. Like he could twist so fast. And then I think he had a Taekwondo background as well. I've never actually met the guy. I just grew up watching his videos. But Gary IP, he was the first to do what's called a 1260, which is a 1080 round. Like it's a lot of twisting and then
1080 is
a big kick at the end.
4.
1080, 360,
That's
720,
okay. That's 3.
900, 1080. Yeah. It's
Okay.
A lot of fucking spinning.
Is the
But
900
yeah, he came from ice skating.
So that's 5 altogether. No,
but
yeah, it's 5.
it
Because the
depends on who
900
you
is
ask.
4.
Mathematics wise or
I
like
don't
true
know.
kick terminology wise. There's a
I don't know.
bunch of like debate on how to fucking name it, but it doesn't matter. He was a bad motherfucker that came from ice skating, which I thought
Brian
was really
Boitano.
interesting. Yeah. But yeah, so it stemmed from like tricking, the online tricking community.
But yeah, how'd you get into fighting
Oh,
from that? Was it just kind of like, because I remember you going to I remember seeing you post pictures of and videos of just you going to like cheerleading gyms and gymnastic gyms and
Yeah.
doing the tricking thing, and then out of nowhere, it kind of seemed like, oh, okay, now he's like
right
at a gym, like
it
a,
wasn't
at a
really like
fighting
a
gym.
no. That's a good question. I never really thought about it, and I never like quit tricking. Like I still train every now and then. It's just one like there was a weird like thing in me that wanted to do jujitsu and wanted to do Muay Thai, but all I knew was like kind of fancy Taekwondo like sport karate.
Do you watch like UFC and shit?
I do watch UFC. I'm not the most fanatical about it. I have fighters that I follow. I have fighters that I look up to, but I'm not like I couldn't tell you everything every weight class and how everything's broken.
Is that the
down.
end goal, or is that just?
Shit, man? It would be cool to fight on something in that level. Like right now.
Are you wanting to fight?
Yeah. No, I'm looking at hopefully making a pro debut this year.
Okay, I didn't know
Like-
because I mean, like, again, we'll talk about your trip later
sure.
on. But I mean, I've seen you do fights at least all over the state.
Yeah, no, I fought a bunch in Florida, mostly in Daytona, Tampa, Sarasota. Had a cool one in Myrtle Beach. It was one in like a cage. It was like
Okay.
Muay Thai in a cage, which you don't see a lot of in the States. Shoot, I fought once in Thailand. Like, yeah, so like fighting on the pro stage is definitely the end game. There's Lion Fight promotions, Bellator. I'm sure you know about
Right,
Bellator
yeah.
is starting a professional kickboxing promotion, and then there's also Lion Fight promotion, who's pretty like big name Muay Thai thing in the States.
Are you wanting to fight just in that particular genre, or are you looking to do like an MMA mixed martial arts type situation, or would you rather do traditional styles one at a time? Like, would you rather just do BJJ, like a BJJ fight here? Would you like to do a
Right.
Muay Thai fight here?
Oh man, I think I want to ride like the momentum that I have in Muay Thai and see like how far I can push that.
Mm-hmm.
And then because a lot of the striking you see in MMA is not like super world class striking. A lot of it's MMA for striking. So I would like to see where I could take that, and maybe someday, like, fuck, if I end up in the UFC, man, I'm not gonna say no to that. Sage Northcutt's like not even old enough to drink right now, and he's richer than fucking any of my buddies. Like,
Exactly, yeah.
Shout out to Sage Northcutt.
If you're wanting to pick up someone for your camp, it's at Brandon_Waters.
Yeah, right. Brandon Waters fights on Reddit. Shout out to Reddit.
But yeah, so along with that,
So sorry, short answer to a long question, a long fucking. I want to fight pro Muay Thai. I want to fight pro MMA. Like, maybe someday, but I think a pro Muay Thai debut is much closer to realization than MMA. I think I would need to really sharpen down, like hone down on the wrestling and jiu-jitsu aspects for like a solid 5 or 6 months just to get
When you
back to where I
say-
was.
Yeah.
when you say wrestling, are you talking about like
ground.
ground, or like because you wrestle in other stand-up sports too? I mean, there's
right.
clinches and other kind of shit. That
Oh
you're-
yeah, I mean, and Muay Thai, like clinch is a big thing in Muay Thai.
Mhm.
Like learning how to close the gap and then deal with like someone trying to pull your neck down or someone trying to elbow you, someone trying to pull a knee into you,
Mhm.
And then like in clinch and Muay Thai, like we're allowed to do sweeps and dumps. So like we can lock arms and we can have head and arm. But if your balance sucks, like I can just throw you over my hip and then get a couple seconds to breathe while you stand up and deal with the fact that
Yeah, because you don't
thrown over.
Yeah, you don't fight anybody on the ground in those situations, right? You're not
No,
wrestling
no.
anyone on the ground in those situations.
No. In Muay Thai and kickboxing rules, whether it's K1 or Glory or full rules Muay Thai, if someone gets sweat, if anything, technically speaking, if anything besides their if anything besides their feet touch the ground, there should be a quick break. Like it might be a couple seconds or like a split second, but that's the official ruling. There's some like roundabouts, like Senshai will do a cartwheel kick where he like does a cartwheel and kicks you in the head. So technically something besides his foot is touching, but like no one's gonna stop him from doing a cartwheel kick. Like let's be real.
It's good for the sport.
But yeah, in Muay Thai, like you let them back up if you dump them,
It's
which
on
is
a
really
point-
cool.
Is a point system?
It's points. It's judged by who's landing the most, who's landing power, who's But Muay Thai, it's also strange. It depends on where the promotion's at. In Thailand, just because you're backing up and circling out doesn't technically mean you're losing. Like how they say in modern like UFC,
you're pushing
and MMA,
pushing.
if you're controlling ring like blah blah blah, then you're winning. But that's not necessarily the truth, because you can back up and you can bait someone in and you can counter as they step in
Right.
and still outpoint them. Do you know what I mean?
Almost like boxing.
Absolutely like boxing.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely like boxing.
I can
And
relate
boxing
more.
ring control does not mean a lot.
Right.
You ever seen this from Ali? You ever seen freaking Floyd Mayweather making someone miss 1,000 times? Like, dude, you can't. Roy Jones Jr. like slipping and bobbing with it against the ropes and then tagging him. And
Yeah.
Then, and then still on the
but
ropes.
that's also a lot of the game plan for those guys too. Bait them
Yeah.
in real close like that, especially like Roy, you would do on the ropes, and then like,
Oh,
oh,
man.
1, 2, and then you'd be
Yeah.
like, wouldn't expect it, and you kind of like gassed,
Yeah,
working them in the
fuck yeah.
corner. So
That's what you want.
Yeah.
Well, that's a certain style of fighter, is to like to pull people in, bring them in close within arm's reach, make them miss, make them pay, like right over the top of it. That's what you want.
And then do a Brian Boitano side corkscrew thing, fucking when you win,
Fuck yeah.
because you used to
Or Steven Thompson. Wait,
you used
who?
to jump on like Brian Boitano.
He did corkscrews? What?
Every time I hear
Fucking,
that,
he's a figure skater. I'm
Yes.
making a tricking reference to you winning a match and then doing like a, I don't know, sideways, like a inverted corkscrew. I'm just making up a move. I don't know.
you said that earlier.
There's
I
a
was
move
like,
called a cork. That's funny that you bring it up.
it reminds me of South Park.
Okay.
Or what would Brian?
Yeah.
What, would
What
Brian
episode?
Boitano do?
I think that's from the movie. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, fuck. Okay. I
The-
need to go back and rewatch it. It's been a long time.
So they had this big musical part about what would Brian Boitano do. Some kind of, I don't know. I forget. All I remember from that movie is Terrence and Phillip and Satan and Saddam Hussein like fucking each other
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
because they were dating in hell.
Dude, Matt and Trey Parker do not give
Yeah.
a fuck. Or Matt Trey Stone? Parker?
Yes.
Trey
Did I
and
fuck that
Matt,
up?
Matt Parker.
Yeah, it's
Trey
Trey and
Stone?
Matt Parker,
No.
right?
There's all four of those words go together
Yes.
at
Is
some
it Matt
point.
Parker or is it Matt Stone, Trey Parker? I fucking
Trey
can't
and
believe I'm messing
Matt.
this up.
Trey and Matt are definitely their names, and Parker and Stone are definitely the last names. How you want to mix those two, it's up to you.
It's up to you, my friend.
Oh, man, I can't believe I just messed that up. I'm ashamed of myself as a South Park fan.
You know,
It's been on for way too
still
long.
Going.
Yeah, it's like
No.
it's the next Simpsons, dude.
That's a good thing.
I still
Is
think
it? I stopped watching The Simpsons 15 years ago.
Yeah, but
I haven't watched any, and
what else do you watch?
Oh fucking
Do you watch cartoons?
nah.
Breaking
yes.
Bad and Walking
Yeah.
Dead.
Yeah, I do. I watched
Forever.
a couple cartoons.
Archer's back.
Archer's back. I haven't watched any of it, so let's not talk about
It's
that.
not as good as
yet.
Rick and Morty.
Rick and Morty is also one of the new ones I started watching. That's a dope one.
Adventure Time, obviously.
Adventure Time
Hey.
is one that I can
Adventure
watch,
Time's
but
alright.
I'm so lost now, and I don't want to go back and watch it from the get go. But I love the animation. I love the colors and stuff on it. Plus, yeah, you have to be taking acid for that. Or something.
Psychedelics. You know, Netflix released the Animaniacs.
Yeah, that's a big thing.
last weekend.
Mhm.
Like all of them. So, you know, my childhood is based on like I watch sports, I watch cartoons, and that's
It
my
was like
shit.
the
Yeah.
Animaniacs and X-Men in the morning on Saturdays, or no, Animaniacs
No, it was
were after
Animaniacs and
Pokemon.
school. Pokemon was definitely not when we were fucking watching Saturday morning cartoons, homie.
oh man,
Power
Acme.
Rangers.
What was Acme?
That was what he's talking about.
Yeah.
The Animaniacs.
Animaniacs.
Okay.
Animaniacs.
Pinky and the Brain.
Yeah,
Shit.
There's Pinky and the Brain, but then there's also the kind of lame superhero
those three
with the mask. He had like
Freakazoid.
Freakazoid.
I
My
never
bad.
watched.
Thank you.
Oh, shit.
Someone hit the table. I never
my
watched that. I never watched
It's
that.
because it was terrible.
It was.
Was that on like WB channels?
It was
Yeah,
hilarious.
yeah.
WB17.
It was
That kind of was
hilarious.
always like the
Duval.
Bobo channel. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I was a Fox Saturday mornings kind of cat. I had the X-Men and some other. I think Garfield may have been on there.
The Tick.
The Tick was
The
not
Tick
a Saturday
was
morning
lame.
cartoon.
The take was keep talking.
Oh,
I
alright.
enjoyed it.
I'm
very
hitting
much
hitting
so.
my vape or whatever.
He vapes for us. Can you pass me a beer
Do you
while he's
even
doing that?
vape, or- Yeah. You
Um,
just grabbed your drip.
that's fine. So
Well,
other
overall.
go ahead.
No, I remember this. There's not a big cartoon. It's just a complete difference nowadays with the cartoons that we watched.
Do they even have them anymore?
Oh
You know, I
yes,
don't think-
dude.
I think
Saturday
I heard
mornings?
they were getting rid of them though.
They're getting rid of Saturday morning cartoons.
Yeah, because
How dare
motherfuckers don't
they?
watch TV no that much anymore.
Kids just pull up their tablet and then watch TV whenever they want. They don't.
You
it
would
doesn't
be
need to be.
amazed how many people, especially you know, we've seen on a daily basis with children.
Oh,
that
yeah,
just
I'm gonna
like-
drink some of this Fireball.
that's fine.
Do you guys want some?
I'm good. No, thank you.
Keep in mind too, most of us are going to a Thirsty Thursdays
Oh shit!
minor league baseball game after this.
Yes.
Dollar
Baseball's
beer
never
night.
been hotter than the Jacksonville Suns.
Yeah, we're gonna go watch the.
Get that double A going.
Who are we farm team for? Marlins. We're the
Yeah.
Marlins farm team.
You're correct.
You're welcome, Florida. Turning out superstars.
You know what's about that though? We're not. I don't want to distract too far, but this has to be said because we're talking about the Suns. We don't get a lot of like love for being in the Suns, but Mike Stanton, or is it Mike Stanton? The dude that got paid $350 million.
Giancarlo Stanton.
Yeah, Carlos Stanton. Yeah. Yo, he bends from. He's from here. He played here.
It wasn't Murphy. No, he went from. Was it here?
I don't know, dude.
The guy on the Mets last year.
He's from here.
Okay, got
Sorry, I wasn't trying to be rude. I wasn't tuning out. I was texting a friend, but also as soon as you start talking about baseball, I'm gonna tune out anyway.
That's fine. Let's just knock it out now then, because
It is opening season.
Love to play it. Played it my whole life.
I think
Don't
every
follow
American
it
kid.
heavily.
I think every American kid at one point played baseball
No, but I was like,
as a rec league.
it was my life. It was my life for a long
Yeah.
time until I got hurt.
Slid into home base. Slid into second.
No, I blew my pectoral insertion pitching in like 8th or 9th grade. Yeah, I couldn't like pick up a fucking milk jug. Or,
You didn't
do
like.
anything right.
You didn't follow a baseball team leading up to then.
No, I followed the Yanks. I followed
Okay, don't even talk.
the
We're done.
Braves.
All right.
Tune
So
out.
yeah. So now we're going to be talking about real baseball. The Rays opening day was Sunday.
If
They-
you're watching the video, obviously I am a Chicago fan.
Yeah, he loves Joe Madden. So
North Side.
I also love Joe Madden.
Joe Madden is.
I'm not going to hate on Joe Madden.
Your boy Ben Zobrist is on the team.
Yeah,
now.
yeah, they get a
Oh,
lot. They get a lot of
second
X-rays.
base.
Keep the baseball going.
They keep a lot of X-rays, so don't worry about it.
Well,
But
you know, I think people are going to follow the culture that Joe has created.
okay, Joe is a really great manager, coach / just person to have on your squad.
Because Zobrist was with Joe before.
Yeah, Joe. Okay,
Right.
for anyone who's not particularly up on
Baseball.
baseball, Joe Madden was the general manager. What do you call it? Manager.
Yeah, the manager.
He was the manager of the Rays for a number of years. Most people would say the best years for the Rays, right?
I think so.
He took him to the World Series, and he damn sure got him close every other year after that.
He was doing work with what he had.
Right. That's like some new Moneyball type shit they were doing down there. They'd get really good players from like a farm type situation and not be able to afford them, and then let them go. But then replace them with someone who was as good coming up from the farm system. So they don't have money. They can't keep players, but they couldn't keep Madden either.
Well, you know, I hope that the Rays, once they get their new stadium approved or wherever it's going to be located.
And who knows where they'll end up too, because it doesn't seem. I'm a Rays fan, obviously. I don't know. I mean, I'm also a Jaguar fan. I had to deal with the team semi-moving as a Jaguar fan too. I knew that wasn't happening.
Right.
I can't tell you that the Rays aren't moving, because the Rays moving would be more of a financial decision, a better financial decision than keeping them there in St. Pete. But that's just what that is.
Well, you know, I like the Rays as well. They're my American League team.
Cubs are my fucking National League team. One of them. I have Mets and the Cubs are my National League team.
Fuck them.
Well, I can't.
They-
I'm
They
sorry.
knocked me out last year.
Sorry.
we swept them 7 games last year. They swept us in the playoffs.
How many games have you guys played now?
What do you mean?
This year, 16.
We're on a third this evening.
1-1.
No, it's 2-0.
Oh, you're 2-0 with
We're-
Arizona, right?
We're in Arizona tonight.
You know, if we had an exhibition game, we'd be 2-0 as well. But we had to play like the Blue Jays.
Now we opened up against the Angels. Your boy Trout. and
Wait,
such.
how are you 2-0? You played the Angels twice, and
Yeah.
then moved on.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, they're a Cactus League in the minor or the spring training, so they're over there in Arizona. So whenever they start the season, sometimes it's either already back home, or they're just out there in Arizona and they go to California.
right.
And that's
Start out there.
it. Exactly.
I get you. We're 2-2. We lost the first 2 to the Blue Jays and Bautista, and the third game was quite interesting, which I guess it made some waves on Reddit.
Well, they were.
And it
they were
made some
fighting.
waves. It made some waves on ESPN. Bautista's just a shitty individual, a shitty cheater. Jose Bautista, okay, he likes to hit home runs. That's what he's known for. He's a big fucking home run hitter, and I hate him because he's in the American League East and he hits home runs along with all the other fucking people on that team too. So he slides into second. I didn't watch this game because I was bummed out about the first game. We lost the first game on opening day, and I was really bummed about that. So I didn't catch the second game, and I didn't catch the third game either. But apparently, I guess they had one out. I don't know if it was the ninth. It was the ninth inning
I believe it was.
because they lost on that play, right?
They won toward the end. Like each game, they kept fighting.
Yeah,
toward the eighth and the ninth.
Yeah, they were
they-
definitely close. But on this particular one, I guess Jose Bautista was going from first to second, and he was running from first to second, slid into whomever the Rays had at second for the double. And that's what it was. They had one out, and they got a double play because Bautista was out at second because he got tagged, but then he reached his hand over and kind of grabbed the foot of whoever was pitching the ball, and then interfered with the throw, which
he
would have got
or something.
Yeah, and he would have got. I mean, the throw was off, but he's also interfered with, so that's what it was.
Can I see that clip?
Yeah, it's actually right here. So
It's pretty blatant too.
he slides in a second. He reaches over.
And kind of grabs his foot, yeah.
And
the throw is only a little bit off.
there's the sweep.
Yeah.
That
Sweep.
was pretty slick, though. That was
Sweep
pretty
the
slick.
leg.
Yeah, but there's also an infraction on both ends. It's an interference, but there's a new rule too, to where like he's not even sliding. He's sliding through second base, and you're not allowed to slide through anymore. I guess
Only slide 2.
to second base. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I don't know. They changed baseball rules so many
Oh,
times.
man, it's insane.
It's really hard to keep up.
Even I know that, yeah.
And I just got into it. Like,
Same with a
over
lot
the
of
last 10 years.
sports.
Yeah.
Football, it's like, what happens if they're tied and there's time left, and then who gets to go first?
No, that's
and
only if
do
you're
they
a
get
fucking
another
quarterback.
try?
That's only if you're a quarterback.
Yeah.
You don't remember those things unless you're like a star NFL paid quarterback. Then you forget those rules. Everyone knows them. I
Yeah.
know them. You know them. He
Yeah.
knows them. It's only if you're a fucking star quarterback in a playoff game you forget that.
We might have a star quarterback
We definitely have a star quarterback.
someday.
Right now.
Right now, dude, we're big dick swinging right now.
You think this
Right.
year?
Now.
Tell me more.
I wish I would have put fucking money down before this. I honestly wish I would have put money down to win the Super Bowl before all this hoopla started. It was
What do you
200.
think-
It was
what are the
200 to
odds
nothing.
for-
It was 200-1.
Like, are there Vegas odds for Jags Super Bowl 2016?
I don't
Yeah.
think you're out yet.
Yeah, fuck yeah, they're always out. It was
Just
because it
saying
depends on
that
when you put the
sentence-
bet in.
Just
When-
saying that sentence gave me a fucking hard on.
I always talk like this. I always talk like this before the year, but this is one of these years where I can feel that shit. But the odds were 200 to 1. This is at the end of last year, right? That
So
we
if
win
you
the
have
World Series.
$1,000,
Win the Super Bowl.
don't bet $1,000 in the Jags.
Hell no! You bet $20 on 20 to 1.
And make 2,000.
Yeah,
Or make a 2,000.
a lot. You
Well,
make
I
more
don't
than
know.
$20, and you put $100 down. Yeah, you fucking win like 20 grand.
$100 would be worth it. $100 would be well worth it.
Well, now the odds are going to be closer because they know we're going to dominate that shit. The odds are like almost like they know we're not fucking around.
Yeah.
I will let you know right now, my friends. 65 to 1.
See, we
65
jumped
to
135 spots up. Okay,
We were 200
201.
to 1. Now we are
But
65.
who else is 65-1 though?
Dude.
I love that we're
the Eagles.
The Eagles. See, they suck too.
fuck the Eagles.
Yeah, I'm
Actually-
not a big Philadelphia.
Okay, they should be like they should be
I
201
love
now.
Philadelphia, the city.
Pennsylvania fan
I love Alex Hunter,
anymore.
but I
Why? Oh yeah.
fuck the Eagles.
Females.
Gay-ass, green
Before we get
ass.
too far
jerseys.
off, we skipped kind of over
Okay.
some other things. You went to Thailand for your
Oh.
because we got sidetracked on baseball,
definitely.
so I want to kind of ring it back.
While you do that,
Are you gonna go break
I'm
the
gonna
seal?
get my body break.
Okay.
Yeah, son. I don't even feel it coming on at all, so I got a couple more in me.
Dude, shout out to fucking Rogan who does 3-hour podcasts and
Never gets up. Never gets up.
they'll be drinking fucking whiskey
Yeah.
and beer. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
and
he never gets up.
Sam Adams Boston because of.
I mean, I've
course.
seen him get up a couple times. I'm not gonna lie, but
It's pretty rare. let's
yeah,
be
they're
honest.
fucking pretty dope. So
Yeah, no, I did do Thailand. I did a
explain
Thailand.
to the people, the 8 people that listen to the podcast. Explain the 8 people that may get this episode.
It'll be us in the future. 8
Right,
of
yeah.
those people is me and you divided
Listening
by
to
2,
it.
So that's
I'll listen to it twice,
That's
and
me
you'll
and
listen to
you.
yourself
I'll
6
listen-
times. Yeah, that's exactly what's gonna happen.
Well, I did like. I was literally gonna say 4 and 4.
Because I'm not gonna listen to it 4 times. I'm gonna
He's
listen to it
just
once
cool
or twice.
guy,
Yeah,
dude.
no. But
He's
I got
cool guy,
I got
dude.
mad
Son of a
episodes to listen to myself again. You don't. You know what I mean? I'm saying like I'm gonna listen to two listens of every episode.
I got 2 listens.
Yeah. So you went to Thailand for about a month, right? Or a
Yeah.
little more than a month.
like 3.5 weeks.
When was this?
November, so a few months ago.
Okay.
And it's April now. Yeah.
What you went over? What'd you go over there for?
I went to go train. I went to go live at this camp. It's a Muay Thai camp called Sitsong Pinong, which means two brothers. There's one in Bangkok and there's one in Phuket. I went to the one in Bangkok, and I'm fucking really glad that I did, man. It was such a crazy experience, and I was training alongside some killers, some like really high level fighters. Yeah, I lived. It was kind of cool. It was like almost like barracks or like dorm style. Like you share a room, you have twin size beds. You got twin beds. And then, well, there are single rooms, but
Kind of like a fighting hostel.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Like there's a kitchen staff and there's like a cleaning staff.
But all those dudes there are they're going for like one specific thing. They're not there to fuck around. They're doing like
Oh,
when you
no,
were there,
no.
you weren't like I guess you could hang out, right?
No, like I went and hung out because I'm not just gonna stay at the camp like a robot and like turn my life like off.
24/7.
I was like 26 in Thailand. Like I'm gonna go see some weird stuff. Like I'm gonna get out there.
Ping pong shows.
What was the weirdest thing that you saw while you were there?
Oh man, I went way too early on, but you shouldn't go to Khao Sun Road like early in your Thailand trip. That's the weird like party. It's almost like Daytona Beach, but like condensed even further. That's what you see in like Hangover 2. No, like you see like tourist central Bangkok. Like
Right.
That's what Khao Sam Road is. And there is just there. So it's a pretty long strip. I don't know, maybe like 15. Picture like 15 bars across. Like I don't know, like if First Street Jack's Beach was stretched out a little bit further. But there's just a billion people there for some reason. But no, there's these two clubs right across the street from each other, and they both had like all of the sound equipment. So they're just like trying to out loud the other side, and you can clearly see you can clearly see people like up in the club that are dancing and they're like into it. But then you see people closer to the middle, and you realize like they're both hearing both sound waves and trying to dance to both songs at the same time. So I saw a bunch of people like near the. It was really fucking strange, but it was just like you're dancing to like it's so offbeat and off rhythm, but you're so drunk you don't care, so
Right.
you're just gonna like try and grab someone near you, dude. It was what I imagine the orgies in like the movie The 300 were like. It was just random people just snatching up random people that don't speak the same language, that aren't from the same hemisphere. Like it is it's for sure a like blender. Like you know what I mean? Like it's totally
Bangkok
a
is
diversity blender.
Bangkok's one like it's a big
Yeah.
big
There's,
trade
right
city,
now,
so
there's
there's a
8.5 million people in Bangkok.
Holy shit.
So you got to think about that.
Half of them are on Khao Sun Road right now.
Yeah.
Wait, what time is it? So it's 6:30. Oh wait, 6:30 a.m. there. So
It's 12 hours behind. They're still going ham. There's
in
raves.
the
Yeah.
future,
They're raving.
Yeah.
we're 12 hours behind. That's where it gets weird.
What?
iTunes listeners, Dave just went cross-eyed at me.
I went cross-eyed. I did the cross eyes. So, yeah, that's dope. So you went over there and you were training and fighting, and was it more like a vacation, or did you go over there to like?
No. I went with like a goal. Like I went with a mentality of I want to like train. I want to take a fight in Thailand and fight someone that's good. That like fight someone that it's their life to do this.
How did that go?
It was tricky because it's super cheap to do anything. So, like,
I mean, how'd your fight go?
oh, the fight went great. I got my first knockout.
By the way, we were talking about you being a fighter, and we haven't even talked about your
Sorry,
record.
well, yeah. Oh, I'm 8-2. I have won my last 8 fights.
Lost the first two
I lost my first 2 yeah.
by
decision.
okay. You didn't get
Yeah, it
knocked
was
out
just-
or anything.
It
like
was
that.
2 people that hadn't fought very much in their lives, so they just looked like sloppy, just like.
I'm just picturing fucking like your head's being down, like just swinging, kind of, you know. Like
Oh yeah, it was that.
those
It was a
middle school,
little bit more
middle school
fine.
fights.
Well, because I had trained. I think I trained for a little over a year, maybe a year and a half before I took my first one. But still, no matter how hard you train, how long you train, your first fight is going to be so sloppy.
Well,
Like,
that,
it's not
I
gonna
mean,
be
you're gonna
pretty to
get
look
like
at.
you're gonna have a bunch of shit,
Well,
coming.
You know,
Yeah.
even when you're fighting normally, it doesn't matter if it's
How many
it's like
fights normally have you
training.
gotten into?
2 fights.
I've been in one, and he got me pretty good.
I've been.
That was
jumping.
not a
both
fight,
were
dude.
there.
Yeah, yeah.
You got punched.
That was not a fight. You got stolen.
He stole it in me in my grill.
Yes.
Mayport Middle School kids would say you got stole on.
Yeah,
you
seriously.
got stole on.
I've been jumped a few times. I had 2 fights.
That sucks.
Yeah,
I've been jumped.
it's the worst.
That sucks.
See, what do y'all do? Y'all running your fucking mouth too much. I run my
Wow.
mouth a lot, and y'all
For
I'm
sure.
Punks.
Yeah.
For
just- and I don't get
sure.
busted.
People are hating.
Guilty. Yeah, no, for sure,
No.
guilty.
Well, you were kind of like a rough and tough bad kid.
It was
back in the
more
day.
of a like guilty by association. It's like I'm with somebody. I'm with my cousin.
And he's getting an ass
And you're gonna
whooping,
stand up
and
for
you're
your
just
cousin.
You know
residually
what?
getting an ass whooping too.
Like we're gonna fuck you both up.
But I didn't really. Okay, I didn't really say anything. Though I was just hanging out with him.
I mean, I was agreeing with him mentally, but I didn't say anything. So why are we fighting about?
I mean, I'm
this?
here because we're like okay, we're family, and I'm getting my ass whooped. Thank you.
You're paying for drinks forever.
You gotta swallow
know.
your pride when you know you're about to get your ass beat. That's
Yeah.
See, I've never
The big problem
I've never
is this
encountered
right here.
that.
The big
Yeah.
problem is alcohol. It makes you feel way stronger than you are, and then
Oh,
you're getting
trust
your
me,
ass beat.
We all
No,
know.
I was in 10th grade, so I'm like,
Oh, what happened in 10th grade? You got jumped?
yeah. No, there was
happened?
like 8 people against 2 people. I was like, not so hot.
It was 8 people versus 2.
Yeah.
Were you stomped? Were you getting stomped?
I got punched a few times. I just I got up and kept walking.
Assholes.
And, you know, obviously I'm not going to feed into it. And then
Yeah.
luckily, there
you
were
gotta
some
defend
people
yourself,
driving.
though.
People are driving by. They're kind of
Old
worried
people.
about the situation.
Oh, this like out
Excuse
in the
me.
neighborhood?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I'm walking
for some
home
reason I
from
thought
high
at
school.
school. Okay.
What were you?
So
Who'd you
you're
piss off?
you're in like a neighborhood.
It wasn't me. There's this
All right,
guy that-
Shaggy. All right, Shaggy.
Hey, it wasn't me. Yeah, my cousin was dating this lady, this girl at the time, and there was some inner turmoil in the neighborhood.
Is this here or in South?
Yeah, here.
Chicago South Side.
No,
Chattown.
dude, if you're in Chicago, you're gonna get shot.
Free chili. Free chili.
Not back
Like,
in the
you're
day.
gonna get, no.
Back in the day, you just take your ass whooping and go home. But now in Chirac, you get shot. Yeah.
Chirac will fuck you up.
But I get to hang out with Chance the Rapper, so it's fine.
He ain't in Chicago. He ain't
I'm
in
being there
Chicago.
regularly, but
Isn't Chance from Chicago?
yeah, he's,
Yeah, but he's not.
he's a
He ain't
South
there now.
No,
True.
no, even Kanye is.
Lupe is one of my all-time favorite rappers.
Dude, Lupe is the shit.
Yeah.
He
I
come out,
love
I don't know. Has he come out with anything? I haven't paid attention.
Yeah, in the last 2 years.
Not in a while, no.
I know we have Food and Liquor,
He's
Food and Liquor 2,
still one
and
of
The
all
Cool.
times.
Those are the
Cool.
last 3 albums that I.
Food and Liquor. Oh wait, you
Yeah.
already said that.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Food and Liquor 2, I think, and then The Cool. The only 3 albums.
Lasers.
He did lasers.
Fuck that album.
Yeah, I didn't like that one that much.
That album is like for fucking pansies.
I will
that
say
like
this off the record. It wasn't that great, but there's a couple songs.
Paramore
There's a
on
few
that
tracks
shit.
on it. Now, the last one was Tetsuo and Youth, which is pretty good.
I haven't really given that a
Check it
thorough
out.
listen.
Check it out.
I need to actually like sit down and
And he's working on Drogas right now.
Drogas.
Yes.
Lupe Fiasco, come up with some fucking non-bogus ass album titles. What the fuck is
I think it
Drogas?
means- I think it means drugs and.
Oh yeah,
another
for sure.
language as well.
Yeah.
Okay, I
Drogas.
take that back.
I think that's like
Well, let's
some
fucking-
kind of
Lupe doesn't
Spanish.
do drugs though, so it's probably just him taking a political stance.
Again, we've talked about this. We just talked about it in the car. Everyone's fucking. They don't buy weed.
no,
they smoke
dog.
weed, they
Lupe
don't buy
doesn't
weed.
smoke weed. He's also
Yeah.
heavily religious.
Is he the one that was thinking that? No, that was
Means
B.O.B.
drugs?
Say what?
B.O.B. thought the world was flat.
Yo,
Yo, I ain't gonna lie.
I saw Lupe on tour with, or B.O.B. was on tour with Lupe. I saw them right across the street from Fenway Park in Boston, actually.
But yeah, what were you up for? Okay, this is gonna be just like you and me talking here now. But why were you in Boston? Well, and you went to like
A
New
girl
England
that
for
I
a little
was
bit.
seeing at the time was, she's from Boston, and we went to go stay with her family.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how long were you
that
up there
weekend.
for?
Huh?
No, you were up there for a while though. This is like
I was
later
in
on.
Mass for like 3 years, 4 years. Yeah.
That long?
Yeah.
What the fuck were you doing up there?
I was in the.
I was living in I was in Tampa at the time, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
That was
yeah.
Tampa U. How long were you in Tampa?
Fucking 5 years.
Okay, so yeah, okay. Now it's starting to make sense. Yeah, so I was in Massachusetts and the New England area for like right at 3.5 years.
You just went up there to hang. I mean, I just went to Tampa because
No,
my
when I was
friend
going to
wanted me
school,
move there.
I was in the Army National Guard. I was doing a bunch of shit, but New England sucks, so I left.
You don't like the snow? Every
huh?
picture you posted was like snow.
Yeah, because I
You're-
thought it was cool at the time.
You're like little Gulf.
Whenever you start seeing the snow for the first time in a long time,
You're enamored.
it's like, this is awesome.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure.
And then you have to deal with
blinds
it.
you.
And then you have to live with it.
Exactly.
And then you have to survive it. And then you have to drive in it.
Shovel it.
And
The
then you have to
worst-
shovel it. And you have to
Uh.
melt it off of your windshield.
I would go to Canada for 2 weeks a year,
Do
right?
you want to go to Niagara Falls
I already went.
and propose to me like we're in the office?
No, I've been when it's frozen.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
If you haven't seen The Office, sorry.
If you haven't seen that, then fuck
You're
off.
lucky he didn't drop the fucking spoiler from The Walking Dead that just happened.
No, I won't do that.
Oh,
Someone died. You just don't know who it is.
natural.
That's not a spoiler.
It's called a
Non-spoiler alert.
Yeah.
cliffhanger.
But anyway,
The worst cliffhanger of all time.
yeah, a lot of people
Let's-
said it was bad. I don't watch Walking Dead because I read the book, so fuck
Fuck
it.
off. Fuck
I
off.
read the
That's
book.
not. That doesn't make any sense. The show is so fucking good. Do you like good things that are entertaining and like well written?
Yo,
and
I don't
well-directed?
like good things that last an hour long and not a
Oh,
lot
shut
happens
up.
All
sometimes.
right, so listen.
It's
he doesn't-
45 minutes if you watch
But
it. Record it.
sometimes nothing happens.
But he doesn't like comic book movies either. Things along those lines.
I do like
'Cause you
comic
like
book
Sin City?
movies, but
Which
they're
ones?
no.
Well, then
Since
we
it-
have
I like
a
300.
serious problem here.
Sin
Thank
City,
you.
I just didn't like the storyline for Sin City. I didn't think it was shot in
What?
a horrible way. But I liked 300, and I liked
300 was. I've seen 300 way too many times. God, I love that movie.
I'm sure you watch it right before you like train or do any kind of fight shit or anything.
No, last time I watched it, I was on mushrooms.
Speaking
Allegedly.
of which, allegedly.
Allegedly.
So what is your ritual when you're about to fight? By the way,
Oh, dude, I try to do as little as possible. I try.
So, hold on.
Okay.
No sex.
I'm sorry.
Sex.
I mean, you have sex whenever. It's no big deal.
Okay.
I have had sex like week of or day of fight.
Do you have to cut weight?
Sometimes I've had to cut weight. Most times I've had to cut
Okay.
weight. My last one,
What's the most
I
drastic?
barely even like respected the weight. It was
So
like-
what is your weight class?
Fat?
I like to fight at 140 because those guys are my size.
How much do you weigh? What are you walking around now?
I'm probably about 153, 152.
How fucking much are you walking around right
Wow,
now?
dude, I'm like 190.
What the fuck? Yeah,
See,
you guys are all
if
fat.
you
Yo, I got
if you
legs
were
like
if
tree
you had
trunks.
competition this weekend, you would compete at like 175, 180.
Okay, 175 would be my ideal weight.
You have
know
a
what I'm
lot
walking
of
around
water
now?
on you.
I'm watered up.
Let me give you a little.
He's
Picture
been
of,
he always has been like for years been like you should come by and train. You should come by and train. I'm like, no, I
You
ain't
should,
doing
you
all that.
fucking-
I think
absolute
we should
shit.
go
It's
by
so
and
fun.
train.
I
I'm
And this is
I
a
didn't know he
good.
was walking around at 140. I
People
mean, fuck it.
people think about cutting weight, and I just had this discussion with a couple guys that they actually just took their first fights this past weekend. Kenneth Craig, I love you. You're probably not listening to this, but shout out to you anyway. But yeah, Kenny, I've known for years, took his first fight, and him and his buddy, like I was trying to tell him, like, imagine you have a sponge and you, oh yeah, you got one. Imagine you have a sponge and then it's dry, right? Like there's no water in it. Like how light it is, it's super light. Now imagine the same sponge soaking wet, like fully saturated.
I totally get what
You
cutting
have-
weight is. Yeah, yeah.
Most people, I can't even like speak on this scientifically. I'd have to Google it, but like, if you're well hydrated, you can easily squeeze 10 or 12 pounds of water weight out, like in a day, in 24 hours.
That being said, I'm still 205 pounds
yeah,
being squeezed 10 pounds of water out of me.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm walking around.
Well, a lot of that's a beard though. There's like 10
Yeah.
pounds of beard.
Yeah, I'm fucking, and I'm growing my hair out. So come on, give me some
Are you?
slack. Yeah. Give me look at this. That's why I'm wearing the hair all the damn time.
What is going on there?
I'm
Lush-
cutting,
Holy
luscious
shit.
I'm cutting the
locks.
sides. I fucking FaceTimed. Look at that. I FaceTimed Slowy yesterday.
How was
Slowy's living in Italy. He
yeah,
just got,
how is that fella?
he just got the
Shout out.
internet, and he's
They got the internet in Italy now, guys.
He just got promoted, right?
I don't know.
He's E6 now.
He's I don't know.
Let's not get him in trouble.
Shout out to
How's
the
that?
Navy.
He got into some kind of issues. Are you guys moving because of the sun?
Yeah, I was just in the
Bright, you see this bright light?
So speaking of which, I'm gonna pause right here.
Gremlins are fine.
I'm gonna pause right here. We're gonna flip this whole situation around. So the background will now be the garage door,
Okay.
and I'm not like right now, but from
Oh,
here
it's
going
like what?
forward,
Don't go.
for you. The podcast will flip this around. So
Why
the
do we have a
sun won't
Canadian
even matter.
flag in the background?
Always.
Why?
He's representing.
You can represent
I'm half
these
Canadian. Are you
nuts.
kidding
We're in
me?
America, motherfucker.
Yeah, but I'm half Canadian.
Yeah,
so-
Yeah, well, you're half Canadian ass can stay in Canada.
We're gonna build a wall.
We're gonna build a wall. We're gonna make America great again. We're just gonna make it great.
What were we talking about right before I interrupted that?
Making America
We're
great.
talking about
slower.
So I FaceTime Slow because he just got the internet again, and he showed me his little apartment over there. It's pretty fucking dope. You
Of course
know,
it is.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Where in Italy is he at?
Naples, Napoli.
Oh, dude, Napoli.
We can get to Italy cheap.
Napoli.
Yeah, dude. We have another friend, but we have another friend over in Greece, and he's going to be moving back to Turkey. Tim's going to be moving back to Turkey. He was explaining to me because I FaceTimed him too this week.
I missed him.
FaceTime or call him because he is wanting that physical, like not that physical, but he wants that.
Slowly.
No.
Oh, sorry.
Tim. He wants that interaction
Yeah.
because he is literally out there by himself, not knowing the language, kind of like he's been there.
He's just dead
going-
reckoning.
Yeah, he knows some things, but the language barrier is tough for him.
Google translates.
Actually-
Slow was telling me how
Yeah,
how
until
Google
your phone
Translate does
doesn't
not
work.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Well, or until your phone doesn't work.
Read this shit.
Do you have a plan that works in Italy?
Oh well, he
Now it does.
Slowy does, and Tim
For data?
Tim does.
Go
Well,
on
Tim,
international
if you
roam
live over
some
there,
data.
yeah. Obviously, it's going to be insanely expensive if you have an American plan. But he was talking to Google Translate. I shouldn't even tell you this because he's going to tell you. We're going to have a phone. We're going to have them phone
Fuck
in.
off. I want to hear
Tim's
this.
going to come into this podcast, and Slowy's going to have a podcast episode
Fuck yeah.
because it's just dope. But Slowy was like, "Yeah, I've been going around Google translating with people, and when I'm telling them
Accidentally offending them.
exactly when I'm telling them to go, like I want this to go, he's like along the lines of like now or something, you know?
Now.
Yeah, like
I'll take this.
like
No.
the way he explained it was like, you go get it. Or
Oh my
it's something
God.
like super direct, and he was like, I just kept saying it. I was telling other people that were visiting me or like I was hanging out with, yeah, just say it this way. And then one lady stopped him and was like, what?
Excuse me?
Excuse? And he was like, oh shit. And he that's when he knew that he's been telling,
Excuse me.
I've been
Bibbidi
fucking up this
bobbidi.
whole time.
he's been yelling at people to get him shit. He's just like this
Speak it
American,
now.
yeah, he's this American guy walking around Italy. Get me this now to go.
That's the equivalent of the guy that like I'll walk up to a table at Taco Lu and be like, "Hey, my name's Brandon. Can I get you guys any Diet Coke?" Like they just interrupt you to say Diet Coke now.
Yeah, and Slow is not that guy at all. He's like Slow is
No,
like
he's super
walking
like
on
that.
eggshells type shit, but it's hilarious. He'll tell that story. But both those
No, he
cats,
won't because he just fucking like totally spoiled it.
no, he's
No.
gonna tell. He's gonna tell it more.
Because his
in-
version
tell
is
better.
better.
yeah,
than
it's
Dave's
way more
version.
funny. I'm just like,
This is the rendition.
I was talking to him the other day, not low, and just he was explaining it to me, and it was hilarious.
That's like our version of Burt Crusher's The Machine story.
Dude,
Which I
all
won't
of
spoil
Burt
at all.
Kreischer's, everyone knows those.
If you haven't heard Burt
If
Kreischer's
anyone's
The
listening to the
Machine-
podcast, other than probably JP, now that I'm seeing a deer in the headlights look with him,
Oh,
Yes, I do not know this.
fucking
Burt
A.
Burt Kreischer, dude, Burt Kreischer is like Van Wilder.
Herbert. Burt
Oh,
Crusher
yeah, I
is
remember,
The Machine.
I may have told you about it.
Small information about
Yeah,
that.
he.
I saw him in Hartford, Connecticut, in like winter of 2000 fucking whatever. I don't know.
Oh,
it was
his
a long time
stand-up?
ago. Yeah.
That's dope. Who did we see?
He walked up to a Nicki Minaj song shirtless.
I've seen him do that. I've seen videos of that.
He doesn't do it anymore, so it's not like a fucking big deal. But it
We
was
saw
so
somebody.
funny. And then
Doug Benson.
He
We saw Doug
pantomimed.
Benson.
Yeah, he pantomimed the whole Nicki Minaj song. I wish I knew what it was. Oh yeah, we saw Doug Benson. Oh yeah, Comedy Zone.
Yeah, me and you.
At Comedy Zone Jax. Free plug.
I think he
love
that
you.
day.
Huh?
Yeah, there's a few guys coming next month.
Yo, and we need to get them on the
Segura?
podcast. Straight up.
Amber,
I've already looked
Amber.
into it. Emailing or DMing. Okay. I'm gonna DM their Twitter and be like, look, we just want to interview for like 15, 20 minutes for the podcast. And then we'll just add that on to the podcast that we have that day.
That would be fucking awesome.
Via audio.
It'd be dope. Or I seduce him back here. to my Mark Marinus.
Hey, you wanna
Yeah.
you wanna come to my garage?
I have edibles and beer.
Only Coors Light though.
Yeah, no, you can drink 10 of them, but
Am I breathing too loud?
put the lotion on your skin.
Yes.
All right, so today, I wanted to bring this up.
Is that everything for Brandon though? It's basically he's a
Yeah.
bicycle guy.
We talk about the cycling.
He bicycles a
I like
lot.
to ride bikes.
He fucking bikes like long distances on Facebook.
So, what is your longest distance biked on record?
You biked to Gainesville.
I did ride to Gainesville and back. Yeah, but that was over 2 days.
Okay.
So that was 70 miles one way. It was like 72 miles one way. So 140 over like Saturday, Sunday.
Getting your Forrest Gump on.
Yeah.
Wait, did you go 70 miles in a day though?
Yeah.
Fuck that.
I just
It's not that.
kept
That's not.
running.
Is that a
terrible.
fixed gear
I've done
thing?
more on. Yeah, I've actually done more. So I did that. I did Gainesville to Jacksonville, or excuse me, from Jacksonville to Gainesville and back. I did that on a road bike, like a geared road bike, that I just got. So I wanted to take it for like a.
You're like, hey, I'm gonna break it in real quick.
Oh yeah, and my
Gainesville.
dumb self.
Just gonna go on a little.
I had a brand new saddle on it, so I was basically breaking the saddle in.
That's
on
what I'm
the
thinking.
ride.
Like the
It's
seat
the
had to
worst
hurt.
thing ever. I
You're
should've
using
taken-
horse terms, and
should've
I gotta
taken my
fucking
nice
like break it
saddle off
down.
My other one, but I'm an idiot, so I didn't. But I've
Are you-
done 110 in one day, so I've done like 110 or 100.
How long does that take? Oh, is
It
that a
takes
fixed
a long
gear?
time. Yeah.
Yeah.
it's- I did that on a fixed gear track.
110. Okay, time out. I want him to explain this because it's fucking
I don't know how
stupid.
long it took, so I'm gonna pull it up. But keep talking.
It's stupid. A fixed geared bike isn't like a traditional bike that you and I are probably used to. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Right. So there's no brakes. Am I
No, no,
right?
no, no.
There was
How
no.
does this work?
I had a front brake on mine.
It
at
don't.
the
The
time.
bike don't move unless you're moving the wheel.
Okay.
You can't coast.
Got
Is
it.
what it is. So you may or may
Nice.
not have brakes on your fixed gear, but you can't stop pedaling. Like you have to keep your feet moving, even if you take all your pressure off it. Like it's fixed drive. So if the rear wheel is turning,
The front wheel is turning.
your crank is
the-
turning. And you have to pedal. So you either brake with like a front brake,
It's
or you
awkward
brake
as shit.
by putting like pressure on the back wheel.
You know what? My boy has one of those.
Potter has one too.
I
Yeah.
tried it out. I was like,
Everyone has a fixed
this
gear.
is strange.
Yeah. Do you have tight pants and suspenders? Because you will have a fixed gear. Or if you have a mustache,
Suspenders.
if you have a mustache with wax, you have a fucking fixed gear too.
Yeah, no, it's a super trendy like.
Like look at his haircut. You see his haircut? He's got a fixed gear bike. Where's your
That has
fixed gear
nothing
bike?
to do with it.
Where's your
Stop
fixed
it.
gear bike?
But
You're so ridiculous. You motherfucker. How dare you.
Hey, but I'm not
It's
stereotyping.
not inaccurate.
I think you are.
But if
my
it's
friend.
it's true, correct?
Oh, it's so far back. I have no idea. I was trying to find like one of the centuries that we did.
But I mean, like, okay, so you're pedaling though for the entire time.
Here's one that's 42 miles. That was fun. Yeah, so like 90% of my cycling's been done fixed gear. I love like mountain bikes. I love geared road bikes.
Yeah,
But
you don't cycle like. Do you do like trails at like the Hannah Park and shit?
I've done Hannah a lot. I kind of grew up on Hannah.
But I mean, like you weren't doing. See, because I used to BMX as a kid.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Okay, so that like now I want to do like a mountain bike type situation,
Dude,
but I
you'll
want
love
to.
it.
I know.
You
I
would
know I
fucking
would.
love it because you know how to pump a track. And
Exactly.
You know how to fucking lean.
Oh,
You
we
gotta
all
keep your
grew up
posture.
fucking skateboarding and rollerblading
Yeah,
and BMX,
man, you would
so
fucking,
yeah,
you would love it so much.
and that's like the adult version of being a badass.
Oh, dude, mountain biking is by far one of the most fun things I think you can do on a bike. Like it turns your bike into a literal roller coaster. Like you're looking for the line, you're dipping, you're leaning, you're like trying to pump the track, trying to hit the least amount of roots, jump when you have to, lean when you like it's
Lean
not
with
like
it.
riding the fucking
Rock
road at
with
all.
it.
Yeah.
Lean with it. The only problem is
Who did lean with it, rock with it?
Fat Joe.
No.
Big pun.
No.
One of those dudes. No, that's a Laffy Taffy. Laffy Taffy.
It
That's
was the same
DL.
time-
That's
it was
DL4
the same time
or
signature.
D4.
I don't
D
remember.
for L. D4L.
Down for life. Is that what it is?
Yes, I believe that is it.
Was lean with it or was
No,
Laffy
lean
Taffy?
with it.
Fuck.
Lean with it. Rock with it was fucking like Big Pun or Fat
No,
Joe. Were
lean back.
Laffy
Oh.
Taffy was
Lean
better.
back.
Laffy Taffy was better, I think.
lean with it.
That-
Was it
that
the
made-
party,
that
the
made-
franchise boys or something like that?
I think that's. Oh, I think they like me.
Oh, I think they like me. But anyway, Biking, I've really wanted to get back into aggressive skating, inline skating, but I'm like,
know what?
I'm the
It
only
was
32-year-old.
Stop.
Thank you.
it.
All right,
You're not
Pump it.
aggressive inlining. You're fucking not.
time out. I was right. On
You're
the song.
not. There's no way you're aggressive inlining.
I fucking grew up in aggressive inline.
Oh man.
I grind.
Shout out to
I
Matt
soul
Jones.
grind. I soul grind all day long, dog.
No.
All day.
You know what's way cooler than that? Anything.
I will say this. Last night, we spent time at the half pipe, the auto zone or auto line
Auto line.
half pipe at the One Spark Art Walk.
Yeah. How was it? It was day one of One Spark. Right?
That shit was fucking
Well,
packed.
So what's going on?
It was
with
Art
Art
Walk.
Is or One Spark is disintegrated.
Spark Walk? I don't know.
All right,
Exactly.
just explain what One Spark is for people who don't know, because we do have people that don't live in Jacksonville listen to this.
So One Spark was a huge community-based
Crowdfunding.
crowdfunding, exactly, for Jacksonville, Florida.
Festival.
Yeah,
It was kind of like
So-
a festival. It was an outdoor.
It's cool shit.
Everyone would
fun.
present their ideas in a tent. They'd have live
Yes.
music, food.
so over a weekend, then you would have that
There was some embezzlements.
issues, and now there's it's Spark Walk.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it would be. And today is the second day for that, which is more for the innovation.
That's the idea.
Day.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it's not. Normally, it would happen over a weekend.
Last year, dude, I won't lie. Last
It
year,
was popping
Are they
up.
going
was- it
through
fucking
Sunday
was
from
thick.
now?
No.
no. It's just today and yesterday, right?
What?
Because the whole festival is that's what we were saying. It like disintegrated
It's
itself.
not the traditional One Spark.
Yeah.
What the
There
fuck?
there was like a lot, like I think Shad Khan pulled out of it and stuff like that. There was a lot of like money issues.
Money
What the
management.
fuck?
Yeah.
Speaking of money management issues, this last week, Panama Papers was released, which is like over 11 million documents of banking, tax loopholes, corporate corruption, things
Right.
along those lines.
All the good
Um,
stuff.
Sounds good, but yeah, it sucks. Like Jacksonville was kind of known for their startups over the last few years.
Well, a lot of people were looking at that like a really good thing too,
Right.
especially locally. And then to have that happen, I think was in like what? This would have been the third year. Yeah.
right? So the
Because last
few
year was
years,
fucking lit.
it was.
I mean, yesterday was
One
pretty.
Spark was awesome. last year.
Yesterday was pretty fucking dope. It was packed as shit.
Damn it! I wish it didn't work.
But last year, we DJ'd TSI that Saturday night, and that was like the first day for One Spark.
RP
They were crawling the wall. So like
Spark One,
Spark One, yeah, that was the thing.
what it was.
Yeah,
One Spark, Spark One,
it was Spark One edition.
TSI.
Was you there for that?
I was.
Yo, they were up the walls on that one, dude.
At TSI,
Yeah.
I didn't make it out, so I feel like I just nullified that story. I'm sorry, I killed it.
No, we're good. I think we're all right. But I wanted to talk about that as well as we didn't touch upon
The Panama Papers, which by the way
Panama Papers.
is
I do want to hear about this because I feel like I watched the news, but that shit has like slipped
That's
past.
because it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah, it's because fucking CNN and Fox News aren't making any money.
Right, exactly. So
Well, that's the way
basically,
it works.
the Panama Papers was a leak that was given to some German newspaper, and they basically spent the last year combing through all the information or whatnot, and then they, I guess, released an article this week based
Yeah,
on
well,
all that
well,
information
basically, all the information just
came out.
is
Well, I
out.
mean, like they've had that information for a year.
Yeah.
They've been combing through it, and they've been going through it, and they've been verifying all that shit, and now all that information is public.
Yes, you're correct.
Yeah.
So I mean, a lot of people are kind of resigning. They're
It's changed a lot of shit.
They're acknowledging that.
But
You
that's
gotta step down after shit like that. You
Oh,
can't. There's no saving face.
but the problem with that is it's just no one understands how much money is in politics, really. The average person does not know how much money people make in politics, and the normal person doesn't know how much money is going through in politics to begin with. So, like, if you watch House of Cards, You have a general idea, but you have no fucking clue. All right, like there was
That's
so
just-
much money being
yeah.
back. There's just so much money involved in general.
Back
man.
channeling.
Right.
For
that-
sure.
What happened was, the Panama Papers is basically it allowed them to have like an offshore account, I guess, and stash money in
Kind of like
in
tax
Panama.
free, like fucking neutral zone.
Something like that, like a Swiss Army knife, like a Swiss bank account.
Swiss bank. Yeah. I like
Holy
Army knives
shit,
as well,
man.
though. We're cool with it.
But yeah, the Icelandic prime minister resigned because it came out that he has got a bunch of fucking money over there or something like that.
Today, CEO of an Austrian bank, that guy resigned as well.
Hillary's connected to it, right?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Google it really
To
quick.
Austria?
No. She's. I think someone in her campaign is connected to that.
Don't Google the shit, man. They're gonna swoop in on us. They're gonna drop in on us from fucking helicopters.
Stop recording your buddy.
Bro, they
Right,
already
yeah.
they are
They're on their way in right now.
they already are doing.
Shout out
that.
to Alex Jones.
Not even he. I think he's one of the weird ones.
Black helicopters.
I think he's one of the weird ones.
No, for sure he is.
I mean, I'm all about conspiracy theories, obviously, and we've been told not to make this more of a conspiracy kind of podcast.
You know,
JP doesn't want to get in trouble.
it's not about getting in trouble. I don't want to.
We don't want. He doesn't want to be on no radar, dog. He ain't trying to be picked
Your
up.
conspiracies are all bullshit anyway, because this is all fake. This is all a simulation, so
It
it,
is.
doesn't even matter.
We already had a glitch earlier.
We fucking glitched out. You
So-
you backed up your memory.
Yeah, so Clinton has a Kremlin connection, supposedly, is what is going on.
What did you Google? Clinton Panama.
Talk into the
Yeah.
microphones, motherfuckers.
I just did.
Now
being
you are.
nosy and leaning in.
What
on
was
his
it say? What-
laptop.
Ties emerge based on Clinton and Kremlin connection.
And they were named in the Panama Papers thing, right?
That's yeah.
Which, by the way, are we all? We're just gonna go in on some. We're gonna go in on a rolling papers company, and we're gonna call it Panama Papers,
Panama Papers.
right?
It's already
All
been
natural.
decided.
Yeah.
Done.
If there's not already one, which I tweeted this out earlier, I was like, "Yo, if there's not already a company doing the Panama Papers, copyright. Let me get it.
Let me hold.
That's hot fire, burning it.
Yeah, I think it's definitely worthy of a domain fee for sure.
Like Wiz Khalifa should buy it up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think Khalifa has his own shit going on.
Shout out to Wiz.
I like
Hey,
Wiz.
your boy taught me how to roll a joint on YouTube. I'm
God
not
bless
gonna
him.
front. Not even gonna front a little bit.
Okay.
He's got a video on
Do
YouTube.
it with the one hand, like
Nope.
allergy.
I'm not saying he
The
can't.
one hand is a myth. There's no way.
No, there is.
Can
There-
he do
there
it
are-
for
yeah, there are
real?
people. No, I'm not saying he can't do it. I've never seen him do it. But the video, there's a video he teaches you. He's in a jacuzzi.
What?
He's in a jacuzzi, and he's rolling. He's like, "Yo, I'll teach
Is,
you how."
is Amber there?
No, this is way before all that.
Oh, damn.
He's like, "Yo, I'll teach you how to roll a joint." And he like, "That's why do you think I fold the filters up?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I
You
fold
make
the
a filter around
into a
like,
W,
Yeah.
and then I roll it, and
Wu-Tang.
yeah, West Side, yeah, Wu-Tang West Side. So anyway, yeah, Wiz Khalifa told me how to do that, and so that's why I smoke long stem joints now.
Alrighty.
Holy shit. That's the whitest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah,
You represent
Wiz Khalifa taught me how.
on the internet.
rolling the J's.
My dad didn't tell me how to.
Wait, rewind it. How do I?
Mm-hmm. And you know what? I've been smoking
Allegedly.
allegedly for like the last 7 years.
That's illegal in Florida.
It's totally legal. 7-8 years. I'm just now getting like super comfortable with rolling a blunt.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it's because you've always like done bowls. You've always done bongs.
I roll I'll roll all day.
I just like to drink.
That's the worst part. That's
No,
the
I'm
worst
okay with
thing.
it.
I know, but that's like the
I
worst.
just like to drink.
I like to do both.
I wish I had whiskey. Whiskey like water to me.
There is some whiskey right next to you.
No, that is
it's
not
a
whiskey.
cinnamon flavored whiskey.
Cinnamon does not count.
It's whiskey
I
with a
like-
shitload of sugar in it.
I like whiskey
it's
flavored
shisky.
whiskey. All right, whiskey flavored whiskey.
Yeah.
That's
I
what
like it
want.
to taste like whiskey.
I just had some E.H. Taylor small batch the other day. That's pretty good. I also had
What-
Mojo's.
What the fuck are you talking about?
talking about whiskey.
What's EH?
What are you talking about?
E.H. Taylor. It's a fucking awesome brand. of
brand.
whiskey. Why are you acting like you don't know?
Anybody
Do you know
knows?
about Jameson? Do you know about?
Yeah.
about?
Hey, shout out this. I'm gonna shout out this because he ain't gonna listen to this. Guy from the other room has had this Jameson bottle in his room for months now. Like
Just chilling.
It's
just chilling.
booze or it's like a poster.
I think
months.
actually, I think it's the one I poured you a little bit of on one of the podcasts, like a while ago. I was the one that opened that bottle though. He's almost killed it.
What?
Yeah, he's back there getting drunk by himself. I guess.
That's all it takes.
Yeah, Darren. Yeah.
I feel like I could kill a bottle of whiskey.
Yeah,
very
I feel like
Yeah,
you could
but-
too, especially from like the Glass Jaw show.
But how was that, by the way?
It's amazing.
Never really got
Dude.
into glass jaw. I know they hate that.
I can't even like
You're about to get punched by
I can't
David.
even imagine
David
that
is about
we
to
even.
steal you.
It doesn't even
I just
register that
never
we saw a
did.
Glass Jaw. I know he said that. I texted him or I messaged him. He was like, I don't even fucking. I never got into him. I was like,
I'm aware
we
of
can't
them.
even be friends anymore. I don't even know how the fuck. you
Didn't
get
they
into
tour
him.
with Tiger's Jaw?
Who?
No,
Or,
They-
or
they-
excuse me, Tiger Army?
they were on tour. I mean, they
No.
were on tour with Coheed.
Well, this
This
one.
year.
Whoa, they toured Coheed?
Yes, they're opening up for Coheed right
Fuck yeah.
It's just
Shout
so
out.
big.
now. Yeah, I like.
They're not. But
I just
Small
never got into
it was
Glass
dope.
Jaw.
Hey, the 50 people that were there were into it.
Now I feel like there's.
I
more
met
than
a dude that like actually hated the Chili Peppers, and I was like, "How do you?" hate
Yeah,
it?
right here.
Really?
Duh.
Do you not
No,
like
I'm talking about my buddy Mitch
I'm not-
Fiernan from
I
Taco
don't. I mean, like they're not like
hates the Chili Peppers.
they're not my favorite band.
No, it's not something you like go nuts over.
Are you
but
like a
he was,
giant
like,
Chili
super
Peppers fan?
against them, huh?
Like he goes out of his way.
No, like he just if it's on, he's just like I can't stand it.
Yeah, I don't like it either because it's overplayed.
Yeah, I guess everything they put out that gets big is like
Yeah.
super overplayed.
Yeah, but they're good though.
The fuck are they even talking about?
I like Flea a lot.
Chili Peppers? How did
Yeah,
that
what the?
happen?
I'm just saying, like, what the
That's
fuck are they even
fucking
talking
Penis
about?
is dope. What are you talking about?
What the fuck
See,
are they even
we
saying?
need a red band to be like, oh, you guys were talking about this.
No,
and
no,
then
I'm
you
saying like, what the
split
fuck
off.
are the Chili Peppers talking about? Like, what is what's his name? Andrew? Andy?
Anthony Kiedis.
Anthony Kiedis?
Yeah.
Yeah. What is his fuck? What is he talking about?
He's talking about a lot of different things, my friend.
Is he?
Yes.
A lot of
Alright.
it's about making
I
the right
think-
noises.
I need to
think.
be higher, I guess. Because
Yeah, I think in their earlier things, as a band, you kind of form your genre or your own style. So I mean, he has that whole.
God, imagine
give it away,
spending-
give it away, give it away now.
He's got a rough flow.
You know,
but then he
I don't
also
like
likes to
him.
sing.
I don't like him as much because I never was into him as like
That
as
song
an
was
individual.
from Blood Sugar Sex Magic. I think.
Yeah,
was.
they're like better album, but
Under the Bridge was on that album.
Under
that's
the-
the worst fucking song.
dude under the bridge. All right,
That's
so
the worst
here's-
fucking song.
Here is why
And
I'm
if you like that
biased.
song, no, time out. If you like that song, then you want to go cut your wrist somewhere. All
Dude,
right,
it's a sad
literally.
song.
Yeah,
Time out.
why, that song's been played so fucking much. You know how Radiohead doesn't like Creep?
Oh, how fuck
Right.
you,
They-
Radiohead! That's
No.
one of the best songs of all time.
No, but
so you're gonna have
Chili
to
Peppers
like it.
should not like that song because that song's gay.
No, that
That
song's
song is
beautiful,
gay.
man. It's a
No.
song about.
Everyone loves that song, dude. Everyone, and I'm not gonna say I never rocked out to it as a kid or
I
younger,
can see I can be cheesy,
but
it
that's
could be
cheesy as
cheesy.
fuck. And you've heard it at
The-
least a million times.
Here's
at
why
this
I'm
point.
biased. Where you said time out earlier. Here's why I'm biased. When I was like just learning to speak, when I was like just learning to like memorize a phrase, the first song I ever fucking sang was Under the Bridge. Like the first song ever.
Wait, what are we talking about? You're like a child,
Oh, I was like a little baby. But
and you're just like singing lyrics off.
it was
of
just the first song that I learned like the chorus to.
I can't tell you the chorus right now.
Which one?
Under the Bridge.
To take me to the place I
Oh,
love.
I don't know.
God. See, yeah, that just reminds me of just like
Like
No,
I
that
did
song is
that.
fucking beautiful. You have
I wanted to
accept
shoot
it.
myself when I hear that.
Take me to the place. I
There was a church choir in there.
Yeah,
It was intense.
fuck that shit.
love. Shit is dope. Check yourself.
No, that's their creep. They need to stop playing that shit.
Oh,
I've seen them, and I saw them on Mushrooms. That's probably why I don't like them too. But you want to know why? Because everything about the Chili Peppers is fucking 90s. Everything about them is 90s.
So what's wrong with the 90s?
Their
I feel-
angles, their camera angles, and their videos, dude. Like
No.
here I am in the crowd, right? Too high.
Are you
on,
in- are
too
you in-
high on mushrooms.
are you in Tank Girl? What 90s movie are we in?
No, I'm 2014 Bonnaroo.
Oh,
I think
Sounds right.
the one with Radiohead and Chili Peppers was a big band, but Trip balls for Radiohead, best time of my life. Trip balls for Red Hot Chili Peppers, worst time of my life.
Oh Jesus!
I heard that you cannot trip balls
Back to back.
back. To
I went back to back. Mick
Back.
Meals.
way before Drake did it.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah. Every time that they were showing, you've seen the Red Hot Chili Peppers video, right?
Yeah.
Okay. It's usually like there's a shot of Fleet slapping the vase, doing all sorts of shit,
He
right?
does not slap it that high.
He does.
No, he stopped.
And then the camera angles, right? Zoom in and out, zoom in and out. But the camera turns too, so
But it's
like,
rotating too.
yeah. So you're like, oh,
Uh.
fucked up, and I just was lost in every MTV.
It's like the intro from that '70s show.
Yeah, the '90s MTV was just like ingrained in me. I was like, I gotta go fucking lay down. I can't keep dealing with this.
I'm gonna
right
take a
now.
nap.
I can't deal with this right now.
I don't want to hear any Chili Pepper songs. I just want to go lay the fuck down.
You're lost.
And it was because the End of the Roots set was also bummed out because of the same trip.
What?
Yeah.
Dude,
The Roots played right before that.
shit.
That's why when you talk about seeing the Roots, I'm like,
I'm
I
so
don't even. It doesn't even
mad.
register that I've seen the Roots.
Did they play the Seed 2.0?
Yeah, they played
I'm
right before the
so
Chili Peppers
mad,
did.
Dude. Like they don't tour
Was that their
as much.
closer?
No, it's probably something else.
Pat.
I feel like it's more of a like a beginner. I
My
don't
shit.
know. I've seen them a few times. I love them.
Fuck.
I love them. Now that they're doing that Jimmy shit,
I love you, Questlove, with your
Getting
question mark
Afro
in your
head.
name.
getting that TV money.
They're getting TV money. Hey, dude.
Yo,
You're-
it's Questlove the original like make money off of emojis using like a question mark instead of a letter.
No, Prince was doing that long
I
before.
think this was the original.
And he's still doing it.
The artist formerly known
Yeah.
as.
Ooh. So anyway, it's about 7:10.
Fuck yeah.
The baseball game started a hot second ago.
Oh shit! Y'all were supposed to like be on the road before 7.
No,
Yeah, we were. A
we
little late.
Oh, no, you're gonna miss
had
first
a
inning.
late start for this.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was a late start.
Technical difficulties per usual.
Nice little impromptu trip from
We bought a new mic though.
We got a new mic. Yo, this whole thing is fucking getting legit. We're getting legit as shit up in this bitch. So like now we got a third mic.
I'll bring my office chair.
You know, we have to figure out how to record the third mic properly because Brandon
Is in mono.
is in mono. Well, the whole thing's in fucking
I
mono.
hate that.
But he's being recorded in mono, and it might sound differently. So we already know that. Don't tell us. Our apologies. But you know what? You're gonna tell us anyway because you didn't listen this late into the podcast.
Can I plug a thing real fast?
You can play anything.
So if you're watching this and you want some like training equipment, you can go to phoenixfightgear.com. Use the code word Brandon10 to get 10% off your whole order. So
Brandon-
phoenixfightgear.com, code word Brandon10 for 10% off your whole order.
You also train people.
I do.
He'll get
yeah.
you not fat.
I can make you I don't know, a version of yourself that you might like more. And
No,
if not,
Sex
you'll be,
yourself.
you'll be more
Sex
agile
yourself.
and like
I like that.
you'll be more formidable. Even if you don't like yourself more, at least you'll be like in better physical shape. So if you want personal training,
I'm
you can
here.
call me.
Help me help you.
Help me help you. Give me
That's
that
the way
last
it
beer.
works. Last beer.
What are you plugging?
You know, I'm plugging the podcast. We're on iTunes now. We're on YouTube.
We're all over, dude.
on
You
Stitcher.
you know what? Literally,
Doing it big.
we literally are all over. If you fucking listen to podcasts, there's a way to get us. All right. And if you like to watch podcasts, you can watch us.
Yes.
We record every one of these, and every one of these motherfuckers is up on our YouTube. We don't have a custom URL, so suck it. You can go to any of our fucking social media outlets and get a link. By the way, our website sucks, and we're gonna have a newer website sometime soon.
It's progress.
I'm figuring
guys.
that out.
solid self promotion.
I-
I
are
almost
creating.
made a new website because I hate that we can't have everything on our website. Because I want a schedule. I want a schedule of people who are having on.
Schedule.
I also think we should record more than one a go at this point because we have so many fucking people coming on.
Who's coming on next? You should promote that.
I will
Next
before we
week.
get off.
Yeah.
Before we get off, we got the next
Oh,
couple
We haven't
coming
even
up.
dropped it yet.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
shit.
yeah, you can follow us on
Twitter.
Twitter that's all. Yeah, the video at
Facebook.
TNOS podcast.
There's
is our
no
Twitter.
Instagram though.
No Instagram.
Not yet.
Facebook and
I don't
Twitter.
think we're gonna have an Instagram.
Yeah, I don't know.
You should have an Instagram.
Not for us. They can follow us
No, it's
individually.
Pics from the garage. It's a cool.
We will need to take a picture before
People
we
like
leave
to
just for
see.
the
I think
fucking
people like to
thing.
see who like I've actually done Google searches real quick. Like I've searched verbal boxing Instagram just to see like who the people that I look. Just to see like I don't know who fucking Olivia like what Olivia Grace looks like from like the fucking I don't
The
know.
fuck are you talking about?
I don't know. Olivia Wilde?
Grace?
No,
Olivia
Olivia
Munn?
Grace. Okay, so I went off on a weird tangent. You guys haven't seen any of the verbal boxing or like the roast battle. Oh man,
We don't know what you're talking
We
about.
haven't gotten to that.
it's so good. Yeah, it's at verbal boxing or at roast battle on Twitter, on Instagram. But
Is this like cut downs?
no, it's a podcast that they shoot at the Comedy Store in LA, the way that they do it is like they'll say they do it almost like fights. Like I would like 2 or 3 weeks out sometimes. Like they get to train for each other. So it's
That's
like,
weird.
hey, you're gonna battle this guy
Alright.
like in
So
a
like
week.
almost like Comedy Central roasting.
Yeah,
Right.
but it's roast comics versus other roast comics, and they do like
So it's basically like cut downs.
they do like
Yeah,
yeah,
cut down
they
battle.
do
Okay.
like super personal like 2-minute rounds,
Like
They'll do,
wilding
like
out.
3 rounds.
It's basically like Nick Cannon's wilding out. The last like
It's wild
The
out,
last
but
little
way
bit.
way better and way more clever, way smarter. Like it's
I-
the writing on it.
I'm
is
I'm getting a
insane.
general
Yeah, no, it's-
idea of it. Obviously, everything
It's a
Nick Cannon is
breakdance
way
battle,
intelligent.
but with words.
I mean, sorry, anything that's Nick Cannon, anything that I refer to as Nick Cannon's wilding
The
out
Cannon.
is going to be more smarter, like you had said earlier.
More smarter, yeah.
Much more
More
smarter. So
Fuck
anyway,
yeah.
if you're watching the video, I also want to shout out. I'm wearing a new shirt. My man Mandarino / graffiti by KBMer. KBM.
I'm not gonna give your name away, but I do have a painting of yours in my garage. I love you. I'm not gonna give his actual name away.
This guy?
Yeah.
Kyle?
Oh fuck! I don't know. I thought we were doing the whole graffiti's a secret thing.
Oh no, fucking
So-
Kyle. I'm not gonna say
Shout
his
out
last
to
name.
Kyle. I
Yeah,
love you,
Kyle.
man.
Mandarin.
KBM, what up?
You found one of his pieces of art at a gas station, right?
Yeah. Well, he put.
He posted it and you just grabbed
He
it.
posted on it on either Instagram or Snapchat, like free art giveaway, and then I noticed the background because I'm fucking from the,
The
beach,
beach,
and
yeah.
I was like, oh, that's the old Sonic. Boom! I was around the corner, so it took me like 30 seconds to get there.
Yeah, that's weird.
He also he painted one of my track bikes. He did like a fucking graffiti job on the side of one of my track bikes.
You know what's weird? I stopped by. He was at One Spark too, and he sharpied a fucking like.
Car fender.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the car. Celica or Supra. He sharpied a fucking Supra for 3 days, and he had like in his he had like a photo book of like
Right.
things that he's
Portfolio.
done. That's the dude I was trying to get you up with. Anyway,
Oh, shit,
I'm repping.
yeah.
I'm repping his shit right now. This is his like
Represent.
graffiti shirt situation. I don't know what it is. He gave it to me yesterday.
Fuck yeah.
But yeah, Mandarino's
That's
also
not
my
his
boy.
tag. That's not Kyle's tag.
No,
though.
it's not. But it's like his. This is like a picture of a van that he graffitied, and this is a toy van, I believe.
I'm
He
so
does like a
confused.
lot of like weird.
Nah.
He'll buy train sets and like
Yeah.
graffiti the train sets. Yeah.
Whoa.
He had those on display yesterday.
He had some
He had a bunch of
trains.
paintings on display. Yeah, he was good. Mandarino at Mandarino Music, I think is his
If
DJ.
you like trap, if you like electronic,
DJ trap music
if
thing.
you like hip hop, you'll fucking like Mandarino a lot.
And then I think he has his art thing, which is Graph by KBM. Graph by KBM.
yeah,
At Graph by KBM. Yeah, so that's that. What else am I plugging tonight?
he can paint fucking anything. He's crazy.
Oh. Ancient Deep's getting mad love.
Oh yeah.
Ancient Deep's getting mad love, yeah. They're getting like yeah, so just go listen to Ancient Deep. That's all you need to do. They have a new Shell strippings, I think. Hold on. I have it in my iTunes. I don't know what the fuck it is because it's not under the same title. He sent me the link. I'm sorry, he sent me the song a while ago. I think it's Shell Strippings is the new EP they got out right now. It's getting mad love all over the board. Anyway,
What the fuck were we talking about?
just my friends,
Okay.
my DJ friends, plugging them.
Plugging.
What you plugging?
You know, I'm not plugging shit.
You plug the podcast.
Fuck yeah.
Find us everywhere.
Phoenix
TNA,
Tiger.
wherever.
everywhere.
TNOSpodcast.com. I want to appreciate you guys for fucking listening. You guys are listening. I see it. I fucking am a stats hound. I look at every fucking play that you're playing. Trust me, I see it.
I want to thank
He does, and he's tracking your
Every move. I'm the
tracking
fucking
your IP.
Illuminati CIA. Don't you worry. I
He's
know where the
tracking
fuck it's
down-
coming from.
He's looked at you on Google Street View. He knows what you drive, or at least what you drove a few months ago.
If it's on Google satellite images.
No doubt. Brandon, thank you for coming in.
Hey,
Hey.
thank you for having me. It was fun.
Brandon, we'll probably have you back, obviously, dog. I've known you forever and a day. All right. So, yeah, shout out to Brandon Waters. This is the 9th episode of the New Old School Podcast. Want to thank you for coming through. JP.
Fuck yeah.
I guess
This
we'll
was
see,
fun.
I'll see you next week. Oh,
Yes.
Next week's guest, local comedian / DJ, Spencer. Oh, I don't want to murder his last name. Spencer Ruizzo. Ruzio?
Murder.
Ruzio. He also works at Joe's Crab Shack,
Maybe.
day job style,
sorry.
but
We all have a day job.
he does a lot of
Works.
stand up work
Yeah,
around
dude, I
town.
get paid to fight people and get punched in the face all the time. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
But your day job is fucking delivering tacos to the
Yeah.
table. Yeah,
and,
yeah,
and
yeah.
normally I have to pay people
Walking
to punch
around
me in the
talking to
face.
people.
Yeah.
I pay extra for that.
If you like tacos or tequila, mostly if you like tequila, you should.
We
come
also
to Taco
work
Bell.
in a place that's like super tequila.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
All
right.
right.
If you like mezcal, if you like tequila, come to Taco Bell.
Taco Lou.
To
Hey,
get you.
go see Brandon at Taco Lou. Give him mad tips. Go see him at his fights. Follow him on Twitter at Brandon_Waters. Brandon Waters on Facebook. Do you have a fight page? Like a artist? Not an artist.
I've
page,
been
but like a
debating
fan
on
page?
that. It
You need
seems
to.
really
You need
to.
pretentious. I
No,
don't
no,
like
yeah,
when people
totally.
do it.
But then you have to. Okay, as a Facebook profile, you're gonna have 5,000 friends or whatever. So if you get bigger than that, you'll need a page. So
He's on the Reddit.
kind of
you're on the Reddit too.
kind
Brandon
of
Fights or some
approaching
shit.
that. Well, I don't know how many I have on Facebook.
Just get
actually.
yourself a fucking a fighter page.
Okay, fine. There will be a fighter page up maybe
Alright.
tonight,
Or
depending
else.
if I get drunk or not.
Already there. But anyway, holler back. This is the 9th installment. JP, thank you for coming out. Brandon,
Fuck yeah!
thank you for coming out.
Subscribe, review, rate.
See,
Please.
We'll get there.
That's why.
We'll get there. All right.
Exactly.
Do it.
Holler
If you
back. We'll
care-
see you next
if
week,
like
y'all.
this. It's free, bitch. What are you waiting for?
All right.
Fuck yeah.
I'll put that in there.